All right. Bet y'all can hear me now. We live in this bad boy now. Okay. Yeah. So we got Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz 2 coming up. Waiting on a date for a venue. Now, the first fight was a very good fight. It was a competitive fight. Both fighters had their time to shine in that fight. Louis King Kong Ortiz had some good flurries in the fight. He had some good punches. Damn near almost had Deontay Wilder out of there, but couldn't get him. So now, after a couple of little, how many fights he had? Just one. Since then, what was it? One or two? You know,
Who?
Luis Ortiz. Well, they were kind of lackluster those fights or that fight.
That fight.
Anyways, um, he's coming back to fight the man with the Infinity Gauntlet with all the fucking stones. So he's going to pull some Jesus out of that. Maybe he needs to go talk to Jesus himself, who comes in the form of Earl Spence Jr. and pay some tithes, some homage, pray every day, and stuff like that. And maybe he can overcome some stuff. But it's looking like it's going to be a good fight. Hey, Rob Sportsman Lee, what's happening? Now, some people would say that this is not a good fight. They would want to see Deontay Wilder versus that guy or this guy, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. But that's not what you're getting. What you're getting right now is all because of two people and one entity. And that's what we're going to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind watching this fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a good fight. It's a rematch. So, most of Wilder's rematches ended with a knockout in the first round. So that's one thing that we're going to have to deal with. Hopefully this fight doesn't last, a minute and something seconds or 2 minutes and something seconds. Hopefully we can actually be entertained by something for a couple of rounds before we get a knockout or a decision. I think King Kong Ortiz, I don't think he's over the hill yet. I think he's still good to go. A lot of people would say that his last performance wasn't so good and this, that, and the third. But what people have to understand is that he's trying to, from my perspective, it looked like he was just trying to, keep his career on a path of getting a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, Tyson Fury, the rematch with him, is not going to happen because of the things that he's doing, i.e., signing over there to ESPN and and Bob Arum or whatever that guy's name is. That messed the whole money up. And then he's coming around here saying that, yeah, I can get that fight. No, you can't. You under contract. You're not choosing who you want to fight. You're fighting Tom Schwartz, and then you're going to go and fight another hallway monitor. But let's get back to it. I think this fight is a good fight. I think I think it will be at the Barclays Center. I didn't watch the 78 video, but if you guys want to go check it out, the interview that 78 Sports TV had with the Bronze Bomber, the guy straight from Tuscaloosa out of Alabama, you can go check that out. And I'll put that in the description here. I'll put that in the chat room here shortly. You guys can tell me what you think. If you guys want to get on, just shoot me an email or put your email out there, and I can get you on the panel. And then so we can discuss this. Like I said, I think it's going to be a good fight. It's not necessarily what I want, but I like seeing good fights. I like seeing good slugfest. I like seeing a good chess match. I don't like seeing people coming up in the ring and running all day and twerking and boogalooing, ticking in the ring, trying to avoid a right hand that you can't, because that's just the way it is. It's the laws of physics. Long arms coming at you with tomahawks. I mean, where you gonna go? The motherfucker got the Infinity Gauntlet with all the goddamn marbles in it, or whatever you want to call those things, stones, crystals, or whatever. What do you think about that fight? What is your opinion over there, King Louis?
Man, my opinion, man, it's really more to fuck Ortiz, but since the champ want to fight him, shit, he's continue to prove something that I feel like he don't have to prove no more. That he's the best. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to fight the best, and whoever's out there who want to call themselves the best, he'll fight him. And I agree with you said about Ortiz about he didn't want to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his title shot, but I don't know, man. He might be saying he going for a cash day. Maybe he's gonna make more than that. Ain't no telling. Maybe Ortiz make 15 million in this fight. You know what I'm saying? So can't say he's stupid for turning down 7, then a couple months later get a fight for 15 million. So, but still, you know, we want to be as fans, we want to see the best fight the best, but we gotta understand sometimes these cats they got obligations, but Wilder can go fight Butterbean. All I give a fuck, cause he already proved he wanted to fight these dudes when he tried to take that 15 million flat. So my thing is this: what do you feel like AJ and them gonna say now? They gonna say they was ducked or something?
Well, you know, with this whole thing is always going to be some type of thing. Um, it's always going to be some type of thing as conspiracy theories that's going to pop up. You know, them saying, "Oh, that's the reason why he didn't fight AJ." This and that, and the third, blah blah blah, whoop whoop whoop. That's something that we don't know, but that's a good speculation and all. But I just hope that they come with a good theory behind their reasoning and not just saying, yeah, that's the reason why. You got to talk
Hmm.
about it a little bit and actually you know um put some reinforcement with it. Just don't say it. You got to have some reinforcement, you know what I'm saying? Because just saying, yeah, I can do this and blah blah blah, whoop whoop whoop, that doesn't work. That does not cut it for me. What cuts it for me is you can actually sit there and articulate the words straight from the source. I'm over here about to uh put editing my the comment the thing so I can so y'all can see the link in the comment section because I don't want to I can't play it on here because I ain't trying to piss them off. So but I can share the link in the comment section. So if you look at the detailed description of the actual chat that we got going on, you can actually, there's a link in there for the actual video. Should be now. Yeah, there it is. Cool. We good to go. Straight from the source. And when I spelled that shit wrong like a motherfucker. There we go. Fix that. Say that shit again. There we go. There we go. You probably have to refresh your screen one time and you would get that. But so I was at football practice, man. And then as soon as I hop in the car, I see some things going on Twitter and stuff like that. You know, Deontay Wilder, he put it out himself on Twitter. Damn, I keep getting these motherfucking these haters is something else, man. I tell you what, these are
What?
distractors. So check this. So Boxing Tribe UK on Twitter says so it was Ortiz Kwanaki, but now they're saying what's next for Wilder? Is it Ortiz, Joshua, and Fury? Well, he put that out there a couple of days ago and he redid it, and so now this is what we get. My whole thing is this: if you're going to complain about Wilder fighting Ortiz, then how about you complain about AJ fighting Big Baby Miller, or now fighting Andy Ruiz and Tyson Fury fighting Tom Shorts? Then you should complain about that. Then you should complain about that because at the end of the day, this is a way better fight. This is a way better fight than those two characters, because those two characters can't even get a fight done. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a good fight, man. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying that, man. I think it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna have you on the edge of your seat. It's gonna have you oohing and ahhing. It's gonna have you talking to the TV. You might break your TV because you probably would lose your rent money betting on Louis King Kong Ortiz. But how do you think this fight would go, King Louis?
4 rounds, somebody going down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I feel like Wilder come in big like he did last time. Man, I don't think nobody can fuck with Wilder at 225, 223. That 220 range. I don't like. He's already hitting stupid hard for 109, 112. He put on this side, we can go in there and take a little more. Man,
Mm-hmm. It is gonna be nasty. It is. He might fuck around and be 230,
man,
235. Yeah.
if Wilder knock him out in the first round, are we ready to say he the best right now?
Well,
Even better than AJ with them 3 belts.
well, it's always gonna be that thing like, you know, when you look at Luis Ortiz in the ring, he seems to be a technical fighter. You know what I'm saying? With some power, some spunk behind them punches. But the thing is always gonna be who Ortiz fought. You know what I'm saying? Who did he beat and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the thing with it. But I don't think Wilder going in there knocking out King Kong Ortiz in the first round is gonna put him up on the list for pound, because for one,
It
he already
should.
knocked the dude out, and then for two, they're gonna be looking at who did this guy fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like now, if Deontay Wilder was to go out there and fight Dillian White and knock him out in the first round, then it'd be a whole different. Then I would say it's a whole different story, because it's Dillian White was a guy that had almost had that dude out of the ring. He almost had him out of the ring. He almost had him out. He was slugging and all that stuff, but he couldn't put him down. So, and then not only that is that these cats out here, they think that since you sell out and you sell X amount of tickets and you sell X amount of pay-per-views, it makes you the better fighter. But if I use their theory behind it, and I'll say, well, Deontay Wilder beat somebody that's from the UK that can sell out the O2 arena. You see what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's just their theory,
I
but
feel what you're saying.
my theory is just that, you know, if Wilder was to fight Dillian White, knock him out in the first round, I say he should move up on the pound for pound list. I say he should. I mean, what can you say? It's like, okay, Dillian White if you just go by the paper and not just by abilities about people, what they always say, oh, well, Dillian White beat an ex-world champ. Yeah, he didn't have a belt when you beat him. You know what I'm saying? He was coming off a loss. I mean, and he beat the guy that beat the guy. So I would say that fight should bump him up, not the King Kong Ortiz fight. And that's just based off of that King Kong Ortiz hasn't beaten anybody that should make that win, that magnificent.
Hmm.
Yeah. So with that being said, with Deontay Wilder whooping, if he happens to beat King Kong Ortiz, I wonder what's next. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what's going to be next.
The Great Butterbean.
Nah, nah.
Man, fuck AJ, bro. AJ better come talking 50-50 or don't be saying nothing.
Let's see here. Let me see. I'm trying to see what was that.
I don't know why my live keep trying to go live.
I'm trying to see what it was. I'm trying to see how many fights does Fury got with ESPN again? Was it 3 or 4?
Fury got thought it was 5.
Mm,
5. It was saying 5 fights, 100 million.
yeah, I'm over here
When the
looking.
report first came out.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what the what it was exactly, but damn, then if it is 5, that's definitely not gonna put for a Fury rematch because of the whole. And my whole thing is like, if you sign the rematch clause that and stuff like that, why would you go to ESPN? And then not only that is, you know, yeah, it says 2 U.S. fights per year on this one, but it didn't say how many. Man, let me see. Let me type in 5.
Man, YouTube been on that bullshit
Why you say that?
because it's changed my schedule from 8:30 to like right now 3 times, so like in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be some bullshit when it does that.
Yeah, it's been doing that lately. That's how I don't be getting my notifications out. You need it 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't even be putting it on there like that. I
I
just
know you
hop.
just go.
Yeah, I just be getting on there. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's so many articles out there on this bad boy. Some say 80, some say 100. They don't even know how much this dude is getting. They just out here, just just
And
talking
he
shit.
Wild even said it today. He said all these niggas argue more about shit they don't know than the dude that says the shit. You know what I'm saying? He say the shit and forget the shit. Y'all niggas continue to say the stupid shit. And it's like I don't get him, bro.
I mean,
He's
well,
trolling.
it's like one of them things. Like, you got Hamed going around here calling people up looking for BFTB. I'm like, you know, how many times you got to get beat up? You know what I'm saying? Before you just lay it down. Like, why do you want to go and debate somebody when you know you don't even have half of the information? Like, you're going in there half cocked with no bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be going to no goddamn pistol fight with a damn Nerf gun. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
It
they
just don't
do.
make any sense. Like, you come on here looking for a dude, looking for trouble, clout
That's
chasing.
why I think some of these niggas gay, and I ain't trying to be offensive, bro. It's just like this shit gay, bro. Like
No, it's just
they be laughing. I'm talking about they be laughing. He
they
them the
ain't got
same.
nothing to do. They don't.
Hamed, same type of cat. Like this 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock at daytime. By the time BLTB be doing what he doing, and these cats, hee ha ha. Like dog, like shit ain't nothing. That shit, like y'all dudes going in like till it's time for y'all go to sleep. Like no life or you niggas is getting off. Like yes, dude had his shirt off. And like he must have said something like, "Hey, bitch, you know, motherfucker, you get in a person way of them reaching that climax. You know, it might go any type of way." He's like, "Why you keep saying yeah?" Because he was saying yeah just
Nah,
excessively.
nah. He was saying yeah because it's like it's not. It's like a Canadian saying hey. You know what I'm saying? Is that's why he
Yeah,
keep.
but he was saying it excessively. We thought RDR used to say this stuff excessively. This dude couldn't even finish a sentence, a word, like putting words together without saying yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What
that's
about
what.
this? Yeah. What about that? Yeah. Oh, I thought that. Yeah, you right. Yeah. The nigga say yeah twice. I'm like, this too retarded.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how they
what
get
did you
down.
do? And nigga jumped up like on that homo shit. But my whole thing is like that. You got the right to think what you want to think, but it's like I don't know. They get delusional. It's like this is their pride and their joy. And I don't understand it, bruh. If this is like maybe he'll be something if y'all held him to some standards. Y'all so ready to crown him king and he ain't done shit. Y'all talk shit about Wilder why he ain't got a uniform. Man, these cats be killing me, bruh. So that's
Nah,
why I say I don't.
they just don't be having nothing to do. That's all it is. They come up this day, you know, you ain't got nothing to do. This is your form of entertainment coming over here to a channel that you don't like and you know, running your mouth and shit like that. That's it's just a form of entertainment. They need to find another hobby though.
For a
And
healthier one, cause that's not healthy. Like you gonna put yourself in a mindset that you don't want to be in.
yeah, you need to go on out there and find you a different hobby because this you not getting nothing from it. Like you coming around here getting bopped upside the head and then getting thrown away like a used condom and laughed at. Like, and then what they do, and then they just like to come on there and like piss people off on purpose. Like they're not coming on there to actually say stuff and and all that crap. They coming over there really just to get people. They like to see it when they get people mad for some odd reason. Like, and I don't understand it because they the ones who going out of their way to do it. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not going out of my way to find you and shit like that. You coming over here messing with me. Like, of course, I'm going to defend myself and stuff like that. I'm going to defend myself, but some of y'all just come on here talking that shit, thinking y'all cool and all that, but ain't nothing. Yeah, Rob Sportsman League, they clearly don't have a woman because if they did, they would have something to entertain them. You don't have nothing. You don't have a life. Like you're not in school. You don't have a job. You're not doing nothing but coming up over here, getting the kick off of interrupting shit.
Oh God, like little kids.
You know what I'm saying? Interrupting shit. Like you ain't got nothing to do, and you just calling random motherfuckers up that you know that don't like you so you could try to find somebody. Like I'm going to go over there and email BFTB and say, "Hey, look, this guy is looking for you." No, I'm not. No, I'm
Somebody
not.
found somebody because somebody sent him the link and he got kicked right off. Because dude, you be on that said did it again. Did it again. I'm about to stop this bitch and do another one.
Like I'm not about to find this dude, man. It's just ridiculous. Like, why the fuck why the fuck am I gonna go around here chase this cat that I know can't even articulate himself. He can't even he can't do shit. He can't do shit.
I know it's probably hangouts.
You know, you can't even talk boxing. You come on over here and you, you want to call me a racist when I ain't said shit. Like, come on, bruh.
Yeah, he say we racist, but they racist and won't get on here with me. They'll talk to you that ain't said nothing, you know what I'm saying, to make themselves be like, yeah, yeah, I'm just saying. So yeah, have I said anything racist? He ain't said it to you. He said it to me. He said it to a couple different other people. He had said the shit slick on BLTB chat. So yeah, I'm gonna call you for what you is. And when I was up here saying, when we were talking about the dude with the colonization mindset and shit like that, we being racist, we the racist, huh? And then this man come out his own mouth and say, "Oh, back when we was giving slave deals, this man got a mentality. Even though we know he wasn't giving these dudes slave deals, he had a mentality in his head that he was like one, and he was like, fuck these niggas. I'm gonna
Mm,
take everything from him." That was his mentality to even say that shit. Oh, but we had to, oh, he meant something else. Come the fuck on. But man, these dudes is like, I don't get them, folk. I really don't.
damn. I guess Ring Magazine dropped that Matchroom Boxing employee off the top 10 list. Yeah, they dropped his ass off the top 10 list.
Mm.
Shit, I ain't mad either. I don't care. Like,
The one you were talking about?
yeah, now they got Earl Spence at 5, Terrence Crawford at number 2, Alexander Usyk at number 4, Vasily Lomachenko at 1, Gennady Golovkin. See,
I'm
that's
gonna say
Gennady Golovkin at number 6.
that's
Now,
bullshit.
Inoue at 7, Rungam C at 8, Mikey Garcia at 9, and Nonita is at 10. Yep. I got to look it up for myself because I'm looking at Twitter, so that might be wrong. I got to look it up myself.
Yeah, if you go look at it, they still got them on, and that's probably one person. All of them I seen, like if one didn't have them, they had Tyson Fury up there, something stupid. You know, like they didn't have AJ, they had Tyson Fury on there.
Like,
I'm
he
like,
just got back and didn't fight nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
but he ain't fought nobody but a bomb today in they book. You know what I'm saying? He was nothing but a
Oh,
bomb.
that's right.
So
I'm on there right now. Yep. That list is right. Yep.
they took him off.
Yep. Yeah, buddy.
They ain't even finna give him that. Well, we can go look at him on ESPN. Yeah, he was on one of their shows today though. I think he was on
Yeah, but you
Jalen
know,
Rose show. He was on Jalen Rose show.
yeah, but the whole thing about it is, man, is like, you know, I it's a good thing that they put him on there. Like as far as when it comes to boxing, man, because at least they talking about somebody instead of not talking about nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad that they put him on there, but the whole thing about it is that, you know, did they even click? Did they even ask any good questions? You know what I'm saying? Did they even ask the right questions? You know, because a lot of times you see that people be out here pussyfooting, you know, and I don't
Oh yeah,
understand that.
they pussyfoot. I didn't even watch none of that shit today.
And I don't.
They told Ness, Ego, and Blue they couldn't come. They
Yeah, I
respect
heard.
they yeah. So you know who was all in there today. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I kind of don't. I don't blame them from doing it. I don't blame them for doing it. But the whole thing about it is that when you're an organization and you don't show transparency, that's when you start fucking up the game, because you not showing transparency. That shows that you are dictating everything around you and you're hiding something. You got something to
Facts.
hide. You know what I'm saying? When you're not showing transparency, when you're not showing that, hey, I know these guys ask the tough questions, but you get more respect by allowing them to come in. You can still avoid them.
Even though we don't like the zone, I won't never buy it. And before I learned how to legal scream, I used to do the free trial. But I know a couple cats in the L that support the zone because they support boxing, but they just wish the zone to do things differently. And it's like every time you try to give them the benefit of the doubt, what they do, they snatch that little bit of inch you gave them, and they trying to get you close to stab you. You know what I'm saying? Man, them dudes ain't playing no fair game, bro. That's just what I see, bro. And I feel like AJ, they using him as the sacrifice of lamb and shit like that. He might look sad at certain type, like, bro, that man don't look nothing hot. He don't look confident. He don't look none of that, bro. Like, this supposed to be the unified, the best man in the division. I ain't saying because Wilder talk a certain type of way, but like, you don't get no energy from AJ. And this the dude you telling me gonna go in there and just do this? Even Lennox had an energy to itself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't just no man. It's just he like folks say he too robotic. So I want to give AJ a shot, bro. I want AJ to get some nuts for himself and stand up, bro, and tell them folks force his way out that deal somehow, bro. Become an independent fighter, bro. They need you more than you need them, and that's a
Hmm.
fact. But that dude gonna be over there for I got the UK people, and they be like, we stop hating. Like, bro, we know damn well AJ got them belts. He supposed to be way bigger than what he is. Period. And that ain't got nothing to do with Wilder. And like you can't say one person name without the other, so you can't tell me, man. Come on,
Hmm. Yeah. I don't.
he did it
They,
to himself, man.
this is gonna be. This is gonna be. This is gonna be great, because when you got one guy, when you got a couple people out here at the last minute trying to make a fight with Deontay Wilder, saying this how it's absurd for him not to come to the actual event and stuff like that, because they trying to make the fight at the last minute, knowing that they probably caught wind that Deontay Wilder's about to fight Ortiz. They want to
Yeah,
swoop in at the last minute
and
to
clout
try to,
chase.
to try to make it seem like Deontay Wilder is the one that's ducking the fight. You know, when you out there, you know, controlling your environment, bringing everybody who you want to bring in and stuff like that. Your security throwing water on motherfuckers, and you still sit up over there and how would you say, act like the guy shouldn't be around after he was assaulted. You know what I'm saying? What if he would have made a big deal out of it and sued? Even though I'm pretty sure he didn't really want to, because of some fact is that he loves journalism and stuff like that. He don't want to get, shunned out the way. But he showed that he was a true man about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he quite squashed it or whatever, but he showed man qualities about it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go up over there trying to whoop ass and stuff like that. He was a man about it. But you're not a man when you don't even got. You can still let them guys come in and not even and don't even allow them to ask questions or skip their questions. You don't even have to answer their questions. You know what I'm saying? Or you do what you're doing right now, which is, not answering it and dancing around them. But you sitting up over there trying to hurt these guys. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to hurt these guys for reporting boxing, for helping you out. You know what I'm saying? For helping you out. Now, you might think that, YouTube with boxing and stuff like that ain't all that, but I bet you Radio Raheem is getting at least $100,000 a year. I bet you IFL TV is getting at least $100,000 a year. I bet you they got some type of agreement. How much money they putting towards social media? Matchroom, them cats. I bet you they putting more than maybe. I bet you they put $1 million into social media.
More money than what it's supposed to be worth. I can tell you. I can just estimate that. They put more money into what they should be putting into it.
Brown
They
on
ain't
Brown.
putting it in the right places.
You ain't lying. Brown on Brown boxing said Leonard was a real fighter who was his own man and champion. The UK bum champ is only calling out Wilder once they know he got a fight. Ruiz killed that fat boy. Yeah, I mean, what's up, main event, Mark? I mean, I put it like this: that fight might not go as that fight better go as planned for them cats up over there, because that fight don't go as planned. They're gonna be out of a lot of money, and then if it happens again, they're really gonna be out of a lot of money. And after that 2 years with the zone, they might be up. Main event Mark said Cali believes the fight going to be at the Staples Center. It might be possibly be at the Staples Center, but California I think they got more red tape with the boxing commission out there than New York. I'm from California and we got some fucked up ass laws up over there, so I don't know how it is, but Fury had he had to go through a fiasco with them cats. You know what I'm saying? He didn't quite like it, but that's just the way it is. But if it's at the Staples Center, that's good for Cali. It's right down the street. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna be at the Barclays.
I think it's gonna be in New York.
I think it's gonna be at the Barclays. But who knows? Maybe he's doing this fight here, this fight there, making sure everybody get some love and stuff like that. Making sure that people on both sides of America can have maybe a 4 to 6 hour drive to go, or a cheaper flight to go see him. I mean, you in Arizona to fly to California, I'm pretty sure that's a lot cheaper from flying from New York to California. So you get the gist. Mm-hmm. Round trip tickets and all that stuff last minute. So
facts.
Well, this one will be last minute because we're gonna know pretty soon here. So people gonna have time to get their tickets. But the whole thing about it is it's a good fight. But the whole thing, it's a good fight. But the undercard for this fight, I think, is gonna have to be right.
If we get this fight before December 1st, Wilder has just fought 3 times in 12 months.
It's gonna be before December.
He just finna fight 3 times in 12 months. Counter Fury.
Yeah, main event Mark Ortiz versus Wilder. Main event Mark said, yeah, he was just in New York. I bet he wanted to show some love to the West Coast. Yeah, I mean, it's either that.
Love it. I'll go to it.
It's either that or Las Vegas. That's all you got. You got New York, Las Vegas, Staples, and probably do it back home. Probably do it in the UK. Probably do it in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Main event Mark said, I bet it's August or September. Yeah, I don't think it's December. I think he's going to try to get it.
Wilder ready right now.
Huh?
He didn't have no fight. Wilder didn't have no fight. That Dominique Brazil fight, like, if you think about his body, it didn't do nothing to him.
Well, I'm to be fair with both fighters, and how they like to do the whole thing with the training camps and all that stuff, and leading up to it and stuff like that.
Yeah, so give them enough time, or we can probably do this shit like folks just said, August. Like, cause this is September, June, getting ready to come, June, July, August. August, we ready. Let's go August. Let's get this shit August. September, nigga. That's just letting that man contemplate his death, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
shit, you gonna give Wilder 3 months and he's already in shape, got no injuries. Come on, like real
Well,
shit.
I mean, he hyperextended his arm, but that ain't nothing but like what, a week, 2 weeks for a young man like himself that's in shape. Last one said, "Hey man, how you see the fight going? I think Wilder will have a much easier time this time around." I mean, that's what it's looking like with Wilder. Every time he rematched somebody, he ended up damn near killing him. Main event Mark said, "King Louis facts. He's still fresh. Yep, he is fresh. He is right. Yeah, he right. He's still fresh. Besides that hyperextension, but we couldn't tell because Dominic Brazil still got his neck, his earlobe, his shoulder, his soul.
Wilder's a
Everything
monster,
was
bro.
hyperextended on his ass after that punch.
When you
Brown on
just
brown
think
box
about
was
it,
happening.
Wilder's a Wilder's a monster, folks. He hurts himself, and then like when you think like a dude tear their bicep or you know what I'm saying, fracture one of the bone in their forearm, you'll think the power will leave. Nigga still throwing power. You want like, bro, you couldn't even
Eric
tell
Molina
it,
can tell. Eric
huh?
Molina couldn't tell. Eric Molina said, "I couldn't tell." That
Oh, good.
he was like, them shit still hurt. Brown on brown boxing said, "I want Wilder to fight down here in Memphis or Atlanta." Yeah, that's another one too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 places. So, well, Memphis, yeah, around there, at geographical location, like you said, Brown on boxing, Brown on brown boxing. Let me get your name right. Then you got New York, you got Texas, you
He
got
can fight. He can fight him in Florida.
Vegas. Yep, Florida too. Yep. Oh yeah, that'd be
That'll
cool.
be big
Yeah,
for
a
it
lot of
because
Puerto
you
Ricans will come down
The
there. Yep,
Cubans and the
all that.
man.
Yep, fighting right there on the beach.
Oh,
Fighting right there on the
because
beach.
Atlanta, Memphis, we can sit there and see AJ and them. That's why I like to see them and like what well a lot of black folks gonna come and see that two black heavyweights that got titles and shit like that. Put that around a predominantly black city because like people think all that crap. You see what Mike Tyson and Lennox did in Memphis, so it's just the market. Now you bring them over here, you might not get them many cats. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
that'd be
Just being
funny.
honest.
That'd be funny as fuck. They go to Africa.
That'll be perfect, bro. Like,
I
do
would,
you know they
I
had a whole
would laugh
country?
my ass
They
off.
had a whole country.
Richard Lartley sells out. That dude that fought Daniel, he be selling
Mm-hmm.
out. And then not only that
Wild and
is
AJ had a whole country. I'm talking about they had to go build a stadium like they did with Ali and them. They had to build that arena. You know what I'm saying?
Nigeria, they already got stadiums.
I'm talking
They
about
got
like
to build
one
shit.
probably for like a half a million. Like they gonna whole country gonna come.
Yeah, no, they got big soccer stadiums out there. I don't know the
Okay.
capacity, but yeah, they got big ones, man. So, um, let's see here.
Salute Reggie.
Yeah, but so let's see here. Abju National Stadium is also known as Nigeria's national stadium. Is a 60,000 seater national sports stadium. There you go.
60,000. Yeah, they can get probably they probably gonna build some shit, bro. They gonna have some hype behind this shit. AJ, all they gotta do is just keep doing what they doing over there, what they doing on AJ because that's his country. You know, like your wife and them said, they gonna follow him because he's Nigerian and he's doing good. So you put a fight of that magnitude there, bro, and then you gonna have people flying in. Come on, bro. That fight does numbers.
Oh, it's a grass stadium too. They still use grass in that hole. Damn, I hate grass.
Salute Reggie.
Yeah, I be hate playing on grass, man. Cause nobody like in my league, none of these grass fields be done right, man. Man, you will land your ass in the fucking pothole in a quickness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the stadium right here. Let me show you. I'm trying to blow up the picture. Actually, I'm gonna have to save the photo.
Hey, Reggie in the building, folk.
Yeah, I just told him like I ain't for some odd
I
reason.
ain't seen 1,000 points.
Yeah, but that stadium
I
is
got
about
it. Here you go.
yeah, that'd be a cool one too because they will actually show up to see that fight. You know what I mean? People will actually show up to see that fight. But I don't think it got to be in no fucking stadium, man. I would hate to have to show up to a stadium where I can't see. You know what I'm saying? I would hate that shit, man.
We in 2019, bro. It ain't nothing. Bring no teleprompter out there, bro. It
Yeah,
ain't nothing.
nah, man, you got to bring a Hubble telescope.
Yeah, facts. If we talking about as many people, I'm talking about.
Yeah, let me show you. And then you got to look how they got this stadium too. So they actually got a track around the soccer field. This is it right here. Can you see it?
I'm finna come back to the thing.
They actually have
Yeah, yeah.
a a track to around the soccer field. So
That's
it's
more seats.
yeah, that's well that actually you are correct. That's a lot of footage because this is all we gonna be isn't it gonna be in the middle of the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they TV right there ain't big enough probably, but for everybody. But yeah, that's a that right there is a 60,000. Well, right here fits
That's
about fits
perfect, folks.
60.
That's perfect because it's gonna you can put more than 60 in there. Them 60 is away from the field. You can put them when you start bringing them closer. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the grounds crew out there. That's what it looked like. Because this is grass. I hate grass. I hate it. Hate that shit. But this is a cool grass field though. This is a cool grass field. They got that nice smooth grass when you fall and it'll scratch you up.
And that'll be perfect, folks. On God, that'll cement Wilder or whoever does that shit for real.
Main event Mark said African fights are always unique, but that would be better for AJ and Wilder because Ortiz is cute. Yeah, it would be, but the thing about it is that that's like a build up. You know what I'm saying? To that fight, going out there, get your feet wet and all that stuff. See what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And then you could go from there and present them with that. Like, hey, look, man, blah blah whoopty whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? People, I'm still gonna stay up for Showtime to watch it. So, main event Mark said Africa. Oh, sorry. Lost one said the UK would travel to Africa too. Oh, we ain't cared about the UK travel to Africa.
But no,
Like,
I'm saying that's more
that's
people.
but yeah, they over there. I mean, they can get there. Brown on Brown box. Sorry, boxing conversation with Reggie Owens said, "What's up, brother?" And main event. Yeah, if you know when to get on, man. Let me see.
I sent it to you in the little one we in already.
All right. Tone Banger said, "With salute, hey man, what's up, Tone Bangers, man? What's happening? What happening, folk?" Brown on Brown boxer said, "Water and foe." Yeah, that's just the way it looks like.
I
There's
just
two
said
guys,
that.
two guys. Oh, you did? Well,
Yeah, I
Brown on Brown
said
boxer
the
said
first
it
four
too.
rounds. Yep.
I
No, I'm
mean,
saying I was agreeing with Brown on Brown when I said I don't see. I said when you asked me, I said 4 rounds. Somebody going down, and I see it. I'm just trying to not be modest, but I really think Ortiz going down in 4 if he come in at 220, like real talk, and if he can build on this and come in like 227, 228, yeah, Ortiz going down in 4.
yeah, main event Mark, man. That's in Nigeria. That's the Abuja National. Damn, what was it called? That's the Abuja National Stadium. Now, where the fuck is that actually at though? But hold up, let me see where it is. Um, oh, it's not. It's I don't know. It's in cool. God damn it, cool. God damn, I
Lost
can't
one.
spell
What
this
is to
shit.
talk about, bro? We know what it
I
is, bro.
can't
All
spell
them
this
cats got
shit.
to
I
say is
can't
50
pronounce this
50.
shit. I can't pronounce that shit, man. It's in uh Kuwaba. I can't pronounce that, dude.
Hey, put it in there and that's for the
Nah.
syllables in Google.
Matter of fact, it's in Abuja. Abuja. It's in Abuja, Nigeria. That's where it is.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Last
where
one
it
say, do
is.
you think Wilder would take to sit down and talk to AJ? AJ know what it takes, bro. What are we sitting down talking about? Just being honest. I'm like lost one. If I told you this is what I need, don't call me no more. Now you trying to get other people to try to get your narrative. You know what they'll do in the streets? That'll get you killed. Like real shit, cause you didn't stay by my word. You try to sit there and manipulate the situation for your greater good
Nah, he
and
just had
basically let a lot of other people know what's going on. So like, bro, he already know what he had to do, bro.
well, I put it like yeah, well first off, I'm gonna say this, man. When you see somebody in the channel and they got a picture profile and stuff like that, and they're part of the LDBC, man, just go on over there and subscribe, man. You ain't
Fact.
gotta listen to their stuff or whatever the case may be, or hit the bell icon, but go ahead and over there and subscribe to their channel, man, because you might see something that you want to see, man. You might hear something that you want to hear. So go on over there, support your peoples of the LDBC, and going over there to Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens, going over there, subscribe. Going over there to Main Event Mark, going over there, subscribe. Brown on Brown Boxing, going over there, subscribe. Tone Bangers, going over there, subscribe. Rob Sportsman Lee, going over there and subscribe to these guys to support their channel. You know what I'm saying? And like I was
I thought I
saying,
was
Lost One,
subscribed to
like with that
Tom
whole
Bangers.
thing, with that, first of all, you know, when I heard when Edward Hurton said that that he didn't understand why Deontay Wilder didn't want to come over there, or that dude up over there saying that he wanted to talk one on one with Deontay Wilder and stuff like that. But the whole thing about it is, do you really want to talk one on one with Deontay Wilder? You don't have to get on YouTube and try to create this narrative that you trying to do something, that you're the one that's trying to um, do all the talking, like you're the one that's trying to make the fight. You could have simply called him. You could have simply called somebody up over there and got his number. You could have simply got on somebody's YouTube channel, or World Breaking Fighter, 78 Sports, Black Fat Fan TV, Fanon International Boxing Talk. You could have got on anybody's channel in the LDBC to come on over here to try to get to Wilder. You could have done that. You could have got his private information. Hell, I'm pretty sure if you got on Twitter or Instagram or whatever and you hit him up, you could have got him and y'all could have did your own thing without nobody knowing. But you chose to let.
Said that. Wilder
hold up.
Hold up.
I know he said that, but you ain't got to sit up over there, get on Front Street, because you're trying to paint a narrative. You're trying to paint a narrative to people like me and people like that's on my panel and the people that's in there that you see around you, Lost One. We all know what the deal is. We all know it's nothing but clout, smoke, and motherfucking mirrors. That's all it is. And we ain't trying to deal with all that stuff. Like, so the first thing you should be like, why is he saying that on First Street? The second thing you should say, for what? What would he say in that conversation that he had multiple opportunities to say his piece and didn't do it? Hello. He had more than 4 or 5 opportunities to speak his piece. He saw Deontay Wilder at many fights, shook his hand, gave him the head nod or whatever. You had multiple opportunities to step to this man. He just had a fight in New York. While you're training over there in Florida. You had multiple opportunities to talk to this dude, but you didn't want to step up and be a man and do what you had to do. No, you want to play like a little child and go around over here and put your business out there on Front Street because you're trying to play the game.
Facts.
And this ain't a game. You playing with somebody's money. You playing with somebody's image. That's what you're doing. You're trying to paint a narrative for another man so everybody else can see that this is what I want you to know about Deontay Wilder. He's ducking me. He won't talk to me. He's not sensible. He's not thinking straight. Why is he going over there fighting for X amount of money when you don't even know what he's getting paid? You're speculating about what another man is getting paid. You're talking about what another man chooses to do with his life because you can't choose to do nothing. You're a follower. You ain't a man. You're a boy. You know what I'm saying? Now, we all like you as a fighter, but the thing about it is, as a man, we don't respect you. I can't respect that. I can't respect the man going around here lying about the shit that's on his face. That's not from physical therapy. That looks like a rug burn.
Yeah, somebody smacked him. I got him on that.
That looks like a motherfucking rug burn. That's what it looks like. That looks like you was wrestling with somebody and they rubbed your face around the carpet. Or you forgot to put some fucking goddamn grease on your face and somebody motherfucking clocked your ass with them fucking dry ass gloves. That's what it looked like.
Hey, Lost One, I promise I ain't gonna call you no bitch, nigga. I'm gonna go on about 45 minutes. I unblocked you and everything.
Yeah, Main Event Mark.
I really think you're a troll. But sometimes, like, you be talking different in different rooms. Like, the way you talking in here, you don't talk like that on my channel to a sense. And you don't talk like that over here. But when you on BLTB shit, I got a screenshot with you shit. Like, AJ was on. This is something you said today. AJ. This is something you said. You said AJ was on that the zone deal. Prove it. That's all we ask you, and you say we biased, but you telling us common sense. We telling you use your bigger brain, bro. Who you think? You think Eddie Hearn them doing all this for them or for AJ? You use your bigger brain. So if somebody offer this man 50 million, huh? They also, that's conceding they side and shit. That's why they start talking about that bull crap. And if you as a fighting fan, that's all you wanted to see, you wouldn't be talking about the money in the first place. You've been like, bro, just give him a percent. He wouldn't even ask him for 50% then. He said, just give me what you think I'm worth. They didn't even give him a percent. Now they want to give him 60-40. Once they know, man, come on, bro. It's like, but y'all don't want to hold them accountable for that. You're like, well, that's too far to think back. Let's think now. Well, let's think now. 50-50, my nigga.
Hold up.
50-50 or shut the fuck up. It ain't your opinion.
Let me read some of these comments before it get like last time, and I couldn't read shit.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Box of Conversation, Reggie Owens? Hey, let me read some of these comments before I let y'all cook real quick. Lost one.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Main event Mark said lost one. Hearn won't let him. Lost one then goes and say I think it was a good thing to do. Work from for Maypac. Main event. You saw on that fight took the main event. Mark said lost one. Been checking our stuff. He on pretty much every day. He and that dude fan, but he seems to realize that there's some great channels with us. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of great channels. I think all of them are great. Lost one said, but there will be no BS promoters in the way. They can just talk face to face as different. Main event Mark said, I hate promoters. I hate promoters that get in the way of fights that makes me seem that they are all in it, not for the benefit of the fighter making money, but the benefit of them making money. And they stopping these fights. Lost one said, I think Wilder should have at least went and spoke with the dude before finalizing Ortiz. We could have got the fight this year. Is all I'm saying. We can still get the fight if depending on when Deontay Wilder fights Ortiz. We can still get the fight at the end of the year or January. Box conversation with Reggie Owens said, right. Main event Mark said, if that dude legitimately wanted to sit down with Wilder and hash it out, I can't see Hearn letting him do it. Same thing. Last one said, what did I say? And main event Mark said, yeah, Reggie, you on nice. And let me say one more thing. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
Just what he said.
No, I don't want that one. I don't want that. I don't want that one. The thing about it is, lost one. Check this out. You wanted the car, right? You wanted the car, right? The guy that's buying the guy that you're buying the car from has the gist of your price range, and he agrees to meet with you. The first time you go up over there, he shows you another car. Why are you looking at that one? And he says, oh, no. What about this one right here? Then you leave disgruntled. Then you go back up over there, and then it's the same thing. But then it's like you can't fight the other guy. You can't get the other car because even if you do buy this one, that's not in the contract. Then you go back up over there. So then you go back over there again. Spend gas money to go over there and drive about $50. You know what I'm saying? You got to get something to eat on the way. So you go get something to eat. You take time off your job so you lost money that day, $50 plus a day's wage. You see what I'm saying? Then you go up over there to try to get this thing. And the guy's like, oh, I need this, that, and the third for you to get for this. I'm only going to lease it for a 3-year fucking lease. You're like, nah, man, I want to just outbuy it. Like, I don't want a 3-year lease. I just want to outbuy it. Then you leave. Now you're disgruntled. Now the guy is saying, I don't see why you don't want to sit down with me and talk about how you want to buy this car.
I get you on that.
It's frustrating when you're trying to negotiate with somebody, when somebody doesn't give you anywhere what your price range is when they know it. Those people up over there across the pond that was trying to make the fight, they knew exactly what Deontay Wilder's price range was. And they didn't even want to meet him halfway. They didn't want to hit him around the ballpark. They didn't want to give him a warranty. What they tried to do is they tried to make it to where no, we can't give you a warranty. What we're going to do is we're going to give you some fucked up fly-by-night shit that doesn't cover powertrain or nothing like that. And you still got to pay $50 a month for it.
Michael, I'm going to let you have this. This is what I was saying right here, right there. This is when I was saying the last one, when I say you over here saying one thing when you in BLTB, you talking something different. So this is what he said verbatim. I got a screenshot. He said, even if AJ wasn't on the contract, mark, which he was, why wouldn't you take it? Even easier money already proven. The guy is now, he said proven the guy, his wit now can't match the pay. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is when he was talking about BLTB today, when we was talking about, when they were talking about the contract, they were talking about, y'all don't know what Wilder just got paid for the Brazil fight. But y'all trying to sit here and say that deal was way better for them to even offer him $20 million. So, okay, fine and dandy. But I'll let you have it.
They set up over there and they said, Wilder making $10 million for a Brazil fight. That's peanuts from what we were giving him. But he ain't got to deal with you. He ain't got to deal with all the red tape that comes with you. He ain't got to deal with the headache of You guys trying to pick everything. And then not only that it was a 3-fight deal on your platform to where Deontay Wilder would actually lose money. And the reason why he would lose money because it's a flat rate offer and not a percentage. What's up, Marquez Johnson? What's happening, baby? It's a flat rate offer without a percentage. You see what I'm saying? That means there's no extra. It's a set salary. You were under a contract to get that, and that's it. You're losing money. Now, when you do a percentage, you're actually making more money because how hard you sell the fight is how hard you're going to is what you're going to get at the end of the fight.
Thanks.
So, and then you're going to want Deontay Wilder to do all these press conferences and stuff like that with your people. IFL TV, Seconds Out, Phil Morrison, wherever that cat's called. What is it? Who cares? With all them cats up over there that you pay for, that you fly out to come up over here and correspond this thing, to correspond boxing news. And then he might not even still be able to bring in his own people or people that he likes to converse with, i.e. Blue Blood Sports TV, i.e. Fred, Ness and all them, Ego. They still might not even be able to come because you'll probably dictate that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all going to be controlled, just like it is right now. And it's not even the first time he did this shit.
You're doing it to Tevin Farmer right now.
This is not the first time he did this shit. He did that shit once with Big Baby Miller. He did the same shit. It's nothing new. Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens, man. My bad, homie. You got anything to say, homie?
Yeah. I was about to, where you speaking on that media piece, man. They missed their target with the bad relationships that Eddie Hearn has formed within this country, to where he couldn't even get one of the major networks that can, have the broad reach, such as the ESPN, any of the other guys, to where they could have paid a time slot to, draw interest among, because they have to reach the casuals, but they bring media outlets that have no ability to reach casual fans, and then to try to screw the brothers off. Now they really about to get it stuck to them, because like I was saying, what's going to happen is once the American media picks up on this, they're going to have another juggernaut within the promotional side of the game that's going to go at the throats of Matchroom and DAZN. And that's where they're already feeling the effects of it. And now that Wilder dropped out this Ortiz match, man, it puts these dudes in a big time bind, man. They're going to run into some financial issues.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they feeling the pain now because, like you said, you can't sit up over here trying to do all you can to manipulate the situation, and then now you have an obligation with DAZN. You have an obligation because you have a contract with DAZN to perform X. You're not looking like you're doing what needed to be done to help DAZN perform. Now, if you would have got Deontay Wilder on there, so if let me see if I can find it. If Deontay Wilder,
let me tell him this, and I'll let you go ahead and find it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, y'all need public relations at DAZN. Y'all boys come follow me at Sippy Louis 601. I'm gonna give y'all all the information y'all need. Y'all don't need to be paying these boys all this money, bro. This shit is common sense, bro. If y'all don't, man, spend 6 months in America. Like, bro, you motherfuckers ain't never. It's like y'all understand it, but y'all ain't even never been here. So, man, bro, I don't get it, bro. Y'all got enough money to do all the studies and all this shit, and y'all ain't did none of this shit. What did y'all do to understand the U.S. market? What study did you do? What did you see that what the consumers were putting their money into? This is money. So what is it? I don't even think they did that, because there ain't no way they dropping this fight on the same day. Man, they stupid. In the same city. You could probably be on the other side of the country and get away with this shit, but you in New York City.
Yeah, basically.
Where the biggest rivalry in baseball, the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. The first time they play each other this season, and you crazy. Like, what type of research did y'all do? Hit me up, public relation, because that's the only thing that's gonna say this right now. Shit.
I did it at work, but obviously I didn't save the picture, and I didn't bring it up. But I'm gonna put it like this: If Wilder, if see these networks, they want Wilder to come on there. Fox, all of them. Fox, CBS, ESPN, Showtime, whoever. They all want Deontay Wilder on there because when Wilder does 900,000 views, when Wilder does 600,000 views, when Wilder does 1,000,000 views, right? And you got to pay for these apps most of the time. Sometimes, like, with Fox is free unless they have their own little caveat that you got to unlock it through your television provider, your internet provider, whatever the case may be. But the Zone wants that. The Zone know exactly what Deontay Wilder is worth to them. So if Deontay Wilder would have took himself for them 3 fights over to the Zone for a flat fight, for a flat rate deal, he would have lost money. And the reason why he would have lost money is because more people would have gravitated to the Zone, and we would have probably seen the Zone do its first $1 million subscriber for a fight in the U.S.
Who getting all that money on, Mike?
Who getting all that money? Well, I think this
for the million pay-per-views under the Zone, and when you sit there and you playing the nigga, you know what I'm saying? So how y'all telling us a nigga is dumb by going pay-per-view, but they promoting themselves, selling themselves, betting on themselves, and you telling us this dude is the money man just because somebody throwing him a blank check, but they ain't made $1 off these fights. They trying to sell y'all stupid motherfuckers a dream. Y'all just keeping them afloat, but they still losing money. But they knew they were gonna come in this losing money, so they knew that they ain't tripping about how much money they losing right now. It gotta be a success. AJ gotta be the champion at the end of the day. That's what's gonna make it a total fail.
Like this is the big thing right here, right? Deontay Wilder versus Luis King Kong Ortiz, whether or not it's pay-per-view or not, whether or not it's pay-per-view or not, if it's not on pay-per-view, that's 1 million views. It's 1 million views.
It's 1 million plus.
Yeah, 1 million plus views on Showtime. If it is on pay-per-view, we're looking at 300 to 400K. And the reason why I say that is because if Wilder versus a nobody, Tyson Fury, does 325, and now Deontay Wilder is creating all this buzz to come look at him, Emmys and all that stuff, and on billions, and keep spreading his name. Everybody talking about the meme now, blah blah with the whoop. More people talking about saying to this day, you know what I'm saying? Some people saying to this day don't even know why they're saying it because it's all on the memes, but they saying it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Zone wanted. That right there, them views right there. That it went from $9.99 to 20 something, or pay $100 a year. Nigga, it's a stick up. That's what they doing. You lock yourself in so we can make account for your ass, or you pay more monthly. It's a stick up because then that entices you to pay for less. But you're not. But it's like you shopping at Payless. Yeah, them some brand new shoes. Yeah, they cheap, but they gonna fucking bust. Main Event Mark said lost one. We got all kinds of channels like these. The community is awesome. The big channels support the smaller channels too. Damn right. Yes, they do. Yes, we do. Lost one said, yeah, I said that. Lost one said,
the general been over here.
And 10 million. Marquez Johnson said, salute, fellas. What's happening, baby? Main Event Mark said, Marquez, salute, bro. Lost one said, how would he be losing money? Make double on Dominic fight, 80 million for 2 back-to-back fights with AJ.
Can I tell him?
Yeah, you can tell him, but it's a stupid analogy because I already answered it. He just ain't paying attention.
He ain't paying attention. This is the simplest way because I can talk to dumb niggas, man. I come from a lot of dumb niggas. Like real talk. This is how you lose money. So y'all told me, first off, like, don't be a bitch ass nigga and say that the 50 million wasn't real. We all know that the 50 was real. AJ turned that down. So with your math, 3 fights, 100 million. Is that 50 million? And if he wins the fight in the first fight, what's the second fight? It's a flat rate. So his numbers don't even go up. It's the same as the first. So you telling me that's why we were trying to sit there and say how much AJ making? He's making more highs. He gonna be making more in the second. That's the same thing they try to pull earlier. They on that slick shit, but y'all think y'all gonna fool us with a bullshit contract. So show me in any of those numbers that Wilder was gonna be making 50 million in any of those fights. Cause listen, this the numbers. 3 fights, 100. First it was 2 for 80. That's still 40-40. And I'm like, they gonna give him that for Brazil. Then like these niggas been lying. We don't know what they offered Wilder, but we knew they didn't tell him what AJ was making. And if this man's on a contract, why they can't tell him what he's making? So point blank period, I don't get how you guys try to sit there and say how is this and this. Listen, he trying to give him a listen. Just think about it. If Wilder wins the second fight, the first fight, I mean, he's set to make the same that he made in the first fight. And he's the clear A side because at that point, he's the undisputed champion. And you telling me it's fair for AJ to be making more money in that? And on what cause? But because it's a contract that he signed. So he didn't sign the contract. Now y'all saying there's some weak shit for him to sign the contract. I don't get that.
Man, I love the route that Wilder is taking because it puts these guys in a bind. Because even like when you see how much Eddie Hearn puts his foot in his mouth and how much he can destroy a plan, because all throughout the week, coming off the heels of this highlight moment that Wilder has created for the division once again, and we got to give credit to Wilder being the guy that's holding up the heavyweight division. He comes in here, and when they put a camera in front of Eddie Hearn's face, the first thing he does is try to bash Wilder. He tries to find any moment to bash Wilder about he's not a role model, him, speaking, hyping himself up to speak on some negative stuff that the sport don't need, doing anything trying to bring shame to Wilder name, in which he's been ineffective at being able to accomplish that. But it's like, why would somebody want to set the table with this fool to make any of this possible, any of this work? And it's just they're running into a situation. So it's like, what are they able to build going past this? And now that we know that he's not going to be able to get this Wilder fight, they're kind of desperate now. All that, like people are saying, they ain't even talking about this Ruiz fight. They're really not even promoting this fight, and this is probably why the sell is going to be bad for it. But it's like, where does AJ go after this? He can't get the Tyson Fury fight. So it's like, it's just these guys have destroyed themselves by acting like prima donnas, just based off of the one victory he had against Klitschko. So it's like, what happens from here?
Say it again. I was over here away from the keyboard.
I heard what he said, but go ahead.
I was saying with the with Eddie Hearn, like constantly sticking his foot in his mouth. He's always when it comes to the great event that happened that Wilder did, and meaning Wilder putting the heavyweight division back in the spotlight. And when they asked Eddie Hearn for his comments on it, Eddie Hearn wants to ignore the knockout. He wants to speak on Wilder's comments of being poor, bad for the sport, him not being a role model. Like, this is the sport of boxing. Like, let's speak on, nothing about building up the fight, but just trying to bash Wilder. So then when it comes into them bypassing Wilder sitting at the table, now it's been bypassed. Where does Eddie Hearn go? He has closed off so many doors for himself to where he can't even he's not going to be able to get the Tyson Fury fight to go about, because Bob Arum holds all the cards in that negotiation. So it's like these dudes have really financially screwed themselves. So it's like, where does he go? What options do they go with? They're gonna probably have to go with a Du Bois or F.A. Ajagba, if anything, for AJ to have a viable opponent that's
not even viable
fans.
though.
But it's something to attract people. But it's not a mega fight, but they shut the doors on themselves. Eddie shut the doors on this dude. He's ruined this guy's career.
I mean, he can't go nowhere. I mean, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure there's a man. I'm pretty sure there's a way for him to finagle his way up out of this. But
it is just like they finagle their way out of Showtime.
I'm not a promoter or anything like that, but that guy is going to have to fight somebody now. Like you said, Reggie, Tyson Fury's he's out of the play. Deontay Wilder's out of the play. So who is he going to fight up over here in the U.S. that people know, that people want to see?
I wouldn't say
Michael Hunter?
I wouldn't say Tyson Fury have to play all the way because we seeing the Zone and ESPN doing co-promotional deals, even Matchroom. So that
They're
fight can
not
still
going.
happen
They
on
doing it with who?
ESPN. Slash,
But who they
listen,
doing that with?
Dylan White just signed with a co-promotional deal with
That's what I'm
ESPN
trying
right
to tell
now.
you. That's Dillian White.
Listen, so that's just a stepping stone.
No, that's not the stepping stone. There's too much money that's going to be taken away. They don't want that.
They don't want to split it.
How is that going? How's that? That's not going to help the Zone.
Listen.
That's like a freebie.
You think the Zone didn't go in this shit thinking they were gonna lose, wasn't gonna lose some money? They knew
Well,
they were gonna lose some money. They just knew they had to get the
thing
fights, and
about
it
it
takes
is,
money to get money.
it did really sound good for them to sit up over there and do Deontay Wilder like the way they did, and it kind of did look like they almost had him, but he slipped right through their fingers and fucked their whole plan up. Dillian White is not nobody really people want to see up over. That's why they could do it.
Hold on, you think them bitches were so cheap they ain't want to pay Deontay Wilder 15 million? Or they just ain't want?
But we
nah.
talking about they cash cow.
I think that fight went from 100 million to 200 million just over a year. So I don't like, bro. They want the number so much in their favor, but they want, bro. It's a lot of shit. Like they folk with them saying like he didn't want to sit there and just say it in general. Like Shelly Finkel when he was breaking down, like when we'll agree to this, and then we'll tell them it was certain terms of the contract. You know what I'm saying? That was different. Send it back. Then they'll come back with another term, and then when we get ready to send it to them, tell them they had by Friday. They sign with it on they talking about they gonna fight Povetkin the next day. Like what the fuck? This is the same shit they could have said with Wilder.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna fight him. We just got to get this work done. But they the ones on the A side controlling shit, trying to make it seem like it's this. I just feel like they trying to rape AJ. Maybe with like AJ was doing some shit, stepping outside of character by asking for that 50 million. Because you can't tell me. Like I won't say AJ turned that down, but he made somebody make him turn it down, convince him to turn it down, and that's weak.
Yeah,
Because
because
he
they thought
probably would have fought him for 50.
they,
But Eddie Hearn them like, well, if we do that, we could see in the A side. That's why that bullshit, that conversation start coming up. The A side this, that, like, like real talk. Like we as boxing fans, like y'all care so much. Y'all just want to see the fight. Stop talking about money. Get this man 50-50 and shut the fuck up. That haven't even came out these bitches' mouth. Just like when I said, like this nigga sit here and say I'm gonna fight Alexander Povetkin, but he don't sign to this nigga till like 3 to 4 weeks later. After saying that, but it was so convincing because he didn't even do that with on Deontay Wilder. You want Deontay Wilder to go there and make his fight bigger for what? Like fuck that nigga, man. That nigga know what to say 50-50, nigga, and carry your weight, Mr. A side.
I mean, but like I said, is just what you said just goes along with they thought they had Deontay Wilder. They thought had him in the
Fact.
corner. They thought he had him in the corner, and they thought the zone thing was looking pretty good. They thought they had him. They thought they had a whole bunch of other boxers that could come up over there and stuff like that. But now they getting all the guys that don't have nothing. That's the only ones they can get is the people that, no offense to these guys, but don't have that much. You know what I'm saying? You like they need money now, not later. Like, and then not only that is they're so young that they can bounce back from this. You know what I'm saying? They can, when they're done with that, they can still go and do other deals with other promoters and other networks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that's a bad thing for them. Hell, if I was them, I probably would have done it too, because I'd be like, damn, mama need a new pair of shoes. Like right now. And I only got to do this for what? 2-3 years, and I'm 22 years old. Oh, I'm still good to go. Who I'm gonna fight? Some Leon Smiths, some Callums. Like you know what I'm saying? That's the way I put it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think old boy got anywhere to go. He gonna have to probably go fight Dillian White for a rematch.
Yeah, I heard him say some shit about it. Remember he said that before. He said, bro, Deontay Wilder, he did this, he do the same shit, bro. Like, bro, y'all niggas is stupid over there, bro. And y'all keep listening to this. Man, like when he know Deontay Wilder, like we said, when he just knew it, cause like, bro, he screaming, oh, it's this and that. But what he say, Dillian White deserves another shot at the title. I'm gonna fight him. And then the next day, gonna sit there and say, your whole focus on Deontay Wilder. Come the fuck on, bruh.
And
50-50, bruh. Like, if you want to prove Deontay Wilder a bitch or a fraud, nigga, off of, like, y'all saying all this other fuck shit in public. Y'all talking about, listen, he can say this shit in public. But when it comes to, like, has he offered 50-50? Oh, business talk don't go in. All this shit is business, you stupid motherfuckers. Excuse my language. But all this is business. And y'all telling me that this man telling y'all all this shit right here, but he ain't gonna tell you what he offering them. Man, y'all niggas is retarded. And y'all continue gonna get fucked. If y'all want to fight, nigga, put some fire under these niggas' feet. Tell them
Nick,
niggas give them 50-50, bro. This is zone money. This ain't mess room money. Come
hey, but
on, folks.
this how it's gonna hit him because, like you said, I forgot about Dylan White. He's the only viable opponent left, but they try to jerk Dylan White in that previous
Ain't nobody talking about
negotiation
no
on
Tyson
money.
Fury.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
him. This nigga in the
Dylan
chat.
White.
My bad. Keep talking. I'm a
Oh,
type.
yeah, but they try to jerk Dylan White on this money thing. Now that they backs against the wall, Dylan White comes in here with a where he can play a power play on these cats, and he can really force their hands into where he's gonna break the bank on them because they need right now at this point. If saying AJ is successful on Saturday, they need Dylan White. And being that I don't even think that Tyson Fury fight is even in the book, so hey, they screwed, man. They ain't gonna
well,
be around too long. And even with the comments that went like in these recent comments when what's this cat Eddie Hearn when he speaks, he always speaking about gambling. And the gamble is almost like using Anthony Joshua as a tool for Matchroom, being what they want to build for his father's for the legacy that his father built. But it's like, damn, where's the respect to the fighter? It's like these dudes. It's like the most disrespectful shit that I see when this guy speaks, and it's nothing that has to do with the well-being or his care for Anthony Joshua at all. It's like we're gonna use this dude to help put money into this company, and now he wants to gamble and risk it all because they have no other option.
You nigga said we was talking about, nigga, I just sat here and told you the whole scenario, how AJ and this and nigga missed the A side. I'm gonna kill it. I didn't say nothing about no damn Tyson Fury. Like, this is what you trolls do. One, like, as soon as a nigga defeat you on one argument, y'all start talking about another argument, and will go in it to prove y'all wrong. But nigga, that's deflection. Stick to a subject. Who said something about, like, until he just said that at the end? Who said so? I ain't saying nothing about no damn Tyson Fury. I was telling y'all how this nigga fucked up, nigga, and how when he fight this dude, y'all talking about all this shit, put this fire on the AJ feet, nigga. This is what I was
oh
saying.
yeah, we
But I
back.
don't remember that. No, I'm talking about this dude lost one. That's how I know you a certified troll. Nigga, fuck one fighter against another fighter. Fuck all that shit. Nigga, if y'all want to say UK against the United States, just say it. Please
I
just say
mean,
United States against the UK. Because
I mean,
we
I
ain't,
ain't. I'm not even caring about that part. Like
that's
I'm
what they
just
talking about. Cause like he just sit there like he deflecting talking about Tyson Fury. I didn't say nothing about Tyson Fury. I said, nigga, if y'all really want this fight like y'all say it, put the fire on these niggas' feet. Tell these niggas 50-50 because this ain't his money. This is the zone money.
no.
Next,
I think I think he just said he said we were talking about times. He said what
ain't
did he say
nobody
at
said nothing
first?
about Tyson Fury. That's what I was telling him. That's the deflection. That's what they
Well,
do.
I'm not. I mean,
Hey, lost one.
no, he just said Tyson
You a
Fury
good
ain't
one.
looking
That's
to fight
heady
no
one,
one.
man. That might be
No,
heady one.
no. Listen. He said Tyson Fury ain't looking to fight no one. I mean, he's correct. I mean, doesn't
But
look
I'm
like
not
it.
talking about him. I was talking about like he's saying he want the AJ fight so bad. We going up the comments of he saying why did Wilder turn down this money? I'm breaking this shit down to him, telling him you telling me Wilder can't turn down 40 million, but AJ can turn down 50 for one fight. These niggas trying to get him to sound 40 for two fights. Even if that's the case, saying he's on the damn contract, y'all trying to get him. Even if he say he win the first fight, y'all trying to pay him the same that he won on the first fight, being the B side when he's the undisputed. Y'all niggas smoking crack. Like y'all niggas don't even want to fight, bro. That's what I'm trying to make though my whole point. Then he brings up Fury. I'm like, who the fuck said something about Fury? Like I was telling you, if you really want to fight, put the fire on the AJ and them foot. Tell them give them 50-50. It's not y'all money. It's not even their money. The fuck? These niggas retarded.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, that's why I just I just let him talk and just do the
Yeah, I feel
thing
you,
with it
bro.
because, I see why he brought up Tyson Fury, but he just, it was no, I didn't see anything wrong with it. He's just saying that that's not going to be a fight for Anthony, that dude, because he ain't going to want it. You know what I'm saying? Because Tyson Fury is locked in with ESPN, so that's out of the equation for old boy, and that's the reason why I was saying that Dillian White is the only. It looks like the only option. Who you gonna fight?
Might
Dave
be.
Allen? Who else he gonna fight over there? Nathan Gorman. Who we gonna fight up over there?
Facts,
Nobody.
bro.
You
And you
know what I'm
never
saying?
lied though. Maybe Tyson Fury going to
Oscar
ESPN is the
Oscar
best
Rivas, if
thing.
he beats White, like who is he gonna fight? And then not only that is that it does nothing. It does nothing. Neither one of them dudes is even beating anybody. You can't say, oh, Robert Hernandez, Joseph Parker. The motherfucker was coming off a loss. Lucas Brown. You can't talk about that motherfucker. He in the ring fighting like an old ass dinosaur, like an old man with a walker. You know what I'm
And
saying?
the,
So,
Around that time.
and the other side of things, they got to do these fights in this American market. This is how they break because right now they're in the red. In order to hit break evens and all that crap, they got to put on fights here, and they don't have anyone with a profile to do anything over here, and they just lost it today. And man, I love it, man.
like, how the fuck you gonna break down on the side of the road and you just need help putting on your tire because you're a grown ass man, you don't know how to do it, right? But every time, but every time, but every time that I called you to help me out, you
Oh
gave me the
God.
fuck. Like, you put me in binds, you did me dirty, you caused me pain, headache, and loss of money.
That's the
And
best
now,
analogy
and
I
now you
heard.
stuck. And now you need a helping hand.
Right.
And now you want Deontay Wilder's team, Lou, Finkel, Al. You want these cats to come help you. Well, you know what? The PBC can help you. You know what we can do? We can give you some of our fighters so you could pay some of our fighters over there just to bring them right back home. So we won't have to set nothing up but a contract. And you do all the rest of the fucking work. That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. And at the same time I'd be like, look, first of all, you're hurting my fighter because your numbers suck. So
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have to pay us extra for that, for loss of fucking wages.
True.
So maybe we might be able to persuade Charlie to go over there and fight on your lackluster of a platform. Maybe
Hey, you
we
remember
might
I told you this
be able to
earlier,
get,
Mike?
hold up, maybe we might be able to get Earl to go over there to help your lackluster of a platform. You see what I'm saying? Just so you could get you have the setup, but we'll just bring the contracts and you bring the dough. That's what
Hey, Mike.
that'd be the fucking that'd be me fucking you with no Vaseline.
Hey, you remember when I told you this? I mean, you were like, no. But I remember you remember I told you, I said maybe they. Remember I said maybe they fucked up by giving AJ that money stuff for Wilder because you get that money and say all that shit, and then when you see what he's doing, it's gonna speak louder than words. And I understand. I don't even think it's positioning because I feel like they can fight some of these fight. They was able to fight Charles Martin. He was a PBC fighter. So
Right.
it's not that they over there and can't get the fights. It's just he's at a point where nigga, all the shit you trying to live out. That's what I be trying to sit here and say. You take Klitschko off this man record. Who is this man fault? A whole bunch of nobodies that ain't proved themselves. And then you got a cat that's fighting for a vacated title and loses on his first defense.
Mm-mm.
Both of them, Charles Martin and Joseph Parker, losing on their first defense. So you gonna try to sit here and tell me that's a world beater? Come on, my guy.
Right.
So you see Wilder, he defending his shit. He defended his title to do. He took it from. This man ain't beat nobody he took his title from. Why? It ain't no interest and ain't no money in it. Wilder finna fight one of the toughest fights of his career again. Who? This man ain't even fought Klitschko yet. And we felt like Klitschko might have something else. It ain't, man, bro. Trust me, man. They probably paid the man to stay out because the same shit when they brought up the rematch in the first place. That's how they got Luis Ortiz out the whole first out of his mandatory spot supposedly. Like we know they playing dirty games, so don't be trying to judge Wilder when y'all saying who is Ortiz. Who is the fuck is Dominique Brazil? Nobody. They took that man 7th round. We knocked him out in first. I told you, 1 round. That nigga ain't built like that. Because he went against a great AJ. A lot of cats, well, maybe, man, the man went down, bro. But AJ took 7. Then y'all want to sit here and say AJ took something out of him. He won fights after that. And got the mandatory spot. Come on, bro.
Look at this idiot. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you out your name, homie. But look, lost one. Kel and Spence, yes, they did big numbers over there. The thing about it is that you keep talking about over there. We didn't ask for some UK people to come up over here to America to give us boxing. We didn't ask for you to come over here and set up shop. We didn't ask for you to give us the zone. You chose to do that on your own accord. You see what I'm saying? And now when you start thinking about all that stuff, like I just said, you still stuck on, I don't care about the numbers. I talk about the numbers because of I gotta combat people like you.
Facts.
You like to bring up the numbers, the money, and all this stuff. So I gotta talk about it. Because
why bring up the numbers? You just saying why did Wilder turn down 120 million? It was you.
If you just use simple reasoning, Povetkin is proven against who? Parker was a champion, fighting who? Sakam gave him everyone hell, but yeah, he still got knocked out after Anthony Joshua. And I hate when people just talk about Klitschko. We haven't been just talking about, look, Lost One, we ain't just been talking about Klitschko. That's the only thing you choose to hear. King Louis just said Parker.
Yeah, I said Parker.
He just said him.
Yeah.
So
and Charles Martin.
But Povetkin is proven against who? Povetkin is proven, PED, motherfucker Povetkin is proven against who? Parker is proven against who? Carlos Takam, even though I like him as a boxer, proven against who? And then Carlos Takam get knocked out? I don't understand what you be saying sometimes, man. Like you come on here.
He's a nationalist. He loves his country, and I can't doubt him for that. But just come in and say that.
You come over here, you question whether or not I'm a boxing fan. Just because someone gets knocked out doesn't mean they are instant shit. I said, look, and that's how I know you don't fucking pay attention, man. Because first of all, you asked me a question that you already know the answer to, so I feel that as an insult. I said, who did Carlos Takam beat, sucker? That's who I said, you suck ass nigga. That's who I said. Who did Carlos Takam beat? Who? For him to be proven against anybody, who did he prove himself against? See, you can't prove yourself against somebody when you lose. You prove yourself against somebody when you win. Because at the end of the day, winning is the only thing that counts, because winning is the only thing that gets you the belts. See, you don't get belts by losing.
Lost One is a delusional nationalist, and what he hates is the historics of boxing when it comes to the competitive side between the United States and the UK. They have a history of constantly losing when they bring their best up against our best. And now that some of our best are going over there and dethroning the ones that they prop up. So they only have one last champion that they want to save. And this guy's doing everything on his keyboard to try to defend.
He was in, and then he was in there with BLTB. Hold on, go ahead.
No, I was complete on that one. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't. I cut you off. No, I was agreeing with what you were saying, because I like when you said how the dude saying we just talking about this. BLTB was just on his screen yesterday giving Huey Fury props and saying, and just because we told you he'll give AJ Fitch, y'all think we hating. I never looked at it the way he looked at it. You go look at Huey Fury footwork.
Man, they found Carlos Takam serving shawarmas.
He talking about his favorite fighters are American. Then why are you protecting AJ so much? AJ ain't doing this to step in front to protect himself. AJ doesn't make himself accessible. He's afraid to be questioned by things, but you sit here and protect him in a greater fashion than he protects himself. So you can't pull off that falsified lie talking about your favorite fighters are American because you're doing a lot to defend people on the European continent. So you can't fool me with that lost one.
Hold up. This.
Just say you a country man.
Hold up.
You stupid.
Hold up.
Turn it up, son. Turn it up.
Start it over.
That's what you doing. You dick riding. You a punk booty ass hoe. Don't even know it yet. You gay.
Oh.
You don't even know what kind of gay person you is yet. You don't know if you're on the top, you taking it, or you doing both. You don't know what you're doing.
I don't know none of that. Hey. Yeah, boy,
what's up? You a punk booty ass hoe. That's what you is. I ain't never seen somebody come over here with a hose all up in their theories and shit like that. I ain't never seen that shit. No, it's dick riding. AJ. That's what you doing, ho. You dick riding. You know what I'm saying? Certified. Some people certified G's and some people certified hoes.
I knew as soon as you played what you was playing. Oh, me, that's not the Bulldogs. That's God, I know exactly what you did.
I tried to be nice to this cat.
And they asked that dude, like,
I tried to be nice to him. Where Reggie Owens go?
Oh no, he probably dipped off.
Did he say something?
Hey,
Reggie! All right, if he didn't want to link back, my bad, man. If I
y'all boys can jump back on. I'm finna jump off. You know mine starting off in a couple minutes, but I'm gonna send you a link whenever you're done over here. Jump on mine.
I gotta get something to eat and take a shower and shit. I told you, man, I just got out football practice and shit.
You got a football practice?
Yeah.
Feel you, bro.
And then what else we got here? Macadam 1, what's happening, baby?
A lot of kings in the chat. Hey, Lost One, you ain't a bad dude. You just got you see why we snap on you, bro. Like, hey, at least be a man and defend it, bro. Like, I respect it coming out your mouth. So when you just continue to type it, I know it's bullshit because you can't say it out your mouth without laughing unless you really feel it.
Reggie back. I just, you know.
I cook with y'all
Mike
boys a little bit longer.
L Flower said send him a link.
I just did. That motherfucker probably just hung up on it. I sent him another one. I don't get this dude, man. Like,
Lost one.
I see why people be timing you out and kicking you, man. Like, I tried to be nice to you and all that stuff, man. But you know, sometimes you just sit back and be boo. I mean, just sit back and relax. L Foul player, what's happening, homeboy? You still got that Crocodile Dundee hat on? Checking
what's good, panel?
You over there making sure bitches ain't got no long shalongs.
I think I should have your email.
Yeah, bro. How y'all been?
Oh man,
chill in New York. Yeah, I do have your shit.
Just thugging it out.
Yeah, bro. Now I was listening for the last 20 minutes. Fucking that little tornado out in New York.
Y'all got a what?
A tornado warning in
what?
Damn.
York,
global warming, man.
Man, y'all get a tornado there, man. A whole bunch of shit.
Man, New York always been fucked up, nigga. They like staying in New York. You gotta be a G, bro. Cause if weather don't kill you, nigga, will. If they don't kill you, nigga, you straight.
Everywhere downtown. Well, them skyscrapers so close. Glass gonna be everywhere.
Hey, bro.
I'm glad we missed it though, man. Now it was a warning. We ain't get it, but.
Hot ass summers.
But is that common out there? Or is that some like
stupid ass snow?
I was pissed off that it ain't hit us, man. I want to see a tornado.
Man, you want to see people die, homie? That's
that's some bullshit, folk.
Nah. I just want to see when this is before I die.
No, I'm gonna tell you something though. On God, you don't, bro. You don't.
Anyways.
You don't, folk. You don't.
Any of y'all seen a tornado before?
Nigga, I've been in a tornado and I've seen a hurricane. I was in Katrina, so you don't want to you don't, folk. Like this shit.
I've been in a hurricane.
Like you could be on a certain part of a hurricane. When I'm talking about the eye, when the eye go past you and then it's still at its strength, like real shit. Like nigga, we was in Jackson. This is 300-something miles away from New Orleans, nigga, and power was knocked out, nigga. When I say trees was knocked down in the street, so I could only picture what New Orleans looked like. You know what I'm saying? After the storm, because that was a stupid ass storm. So tornadoes come through all the time. Like you do not want to get hit by no tornado, nigga. Like that's why we moved from the country. I was a little boy, and I survived through this shit just cause I was probably was a baby. Got lifted up and all that shit, thrown by like 3 some miles, but I survived. Real shit.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we moved from Canada. You don't want to be in like grown. You been up there welling and shit.
Yeah,
The
we
weather ain't
fucking
nothing to play with,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, and I just heard the news too about fucking the upcoming
Wilder.
Wilder fight. Even though I heard like murmurings of
Yay,
that.
yay.
Yeah, even though I heard like some whisperings of that like in the last month or
Yeah.
so.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good fight too, man. Like I try to tell folks, man. Some people out here think it's gonna be King Louis said under foe. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good fight because, like, if you watch the first fight, I mean, come on, man. It's anybody. It's anybody can get knocked out.
Yeah, that's a dangerous fight,
I
man.
feel like Ortiz got more in it. Like I feel like real talk, or man, Fury might get knocked out in the first round, and nigga be like, oh, he just going first round crazy. Ortiz didn't show like Ortiz barely lost his fight. That knockout because he was going out, he was going in there to win. Fury had a game plan. His game plan really collapsed because he was started getting touched more later in that fight. So and then it showed in the knockdowns because he like it was they happened more frequently from the 9th to the 12th or where it took him that he solved them. So you telling me that he gonna be able to do more when you look at Lewis? You don't know what Lewis can do. You know what I'm saying? Lewis, do you think Lewis can switch? If Lewis can switch from southpaw to orthodox, he might be a beast. He might be a beast. But I still got to think Wilder has that phone pole of power to get him back. This is the dangerous fight of Deontay Wilder's career because Fury beat on the next fight. Period. Unless he gets hurt so bad where it takes him out of boxing for a year or so. But I pray not. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, this the toughest fight of his career because AJ ain't moving like Ortiz. He ain't moving like Fury. So I don't see how that man beat him. So
Nah,
Ortiz got the best chance, but I feel like he's solved. He's still solved. He's still solved because I start seeing what Wilder was doing later in them fights. The hell is that?
You
when
always,
the Ortiz Wilder won was Wilder's like first like premier fight, like big fight, and he lost weight in that fight. Like I mean, like he had gone down in weight. Fucking he looked like that was like the first time where you could tell he was in a big event like that was spearheaded by him. But now like Wilder's already in the flow of that shit. Like where every fight of his is a big event.
Oh, hold up.
Uh, if if Brazil fight was any indication, maybe he'll like he doesn't get caught up in the moment. He'll probably come in like not undersized, like
Nigga, I heard you. I don't know who the fuck this was.
make short work of
I heard you. I didn't know who the fuck this was.
mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, L.
me.
Yeah, go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
Yeah, the 9 um fucking but as far as it relates to the zone and matchroom, I mean like fuck yeah, and I'll be candid in saying like fucking that I want the fight that I wanted most and that everybody wants most is Joshua and Wilder. But Josh was making no moves towards making that fight, man. Like you can't say like that they've made moves towards making that fight when Wilder's already indicated like what he wants for that fight to go down. Hearn has said like, oh, we may have to go 50-50. We may be willing, and he's probably said that shit last month. Like fucking or a couple weeks ago. But it's not like he's standing on every interview that he's saying like, yo, we need this fight to happen, like fucking, and we'll go right down the middle, like fuck the bullshit. You know, they've given like some indications that they're willing to go 50-50, but like they know like that time, the time has come, like fucking that Wilder has a potential opponent in the air, and they kept on with the bullshit. Like recently they're talking shit about Wilder's like ticket sales, or like they weren't really trying to make that fight. And I already they've been not trying to make that fight. But I was like, you're really gonna see what AJ's selling potential is here in the U.S., which I don't see it being that great. I think that they're gonna have to like run AJ out for his next fight after Ruiz. If he gets past Ruiz they're gonna have to make that fight in the U.S. again against God knows who, and it still won't sell. It could be against Tyson Fury, and that fight won't do better than Ortiz Wilder.
Nope.
And and that's a good matchup for AJ or whoever fights against Tyson Fury. That's a great match. But Wilder's will really stirs the pot out here and worldwide. AJ's popularity, AJ's ticket sales have gone down. AJ's popularity has gone down. AJ's performances have either been stagnant or have gone down. AJ's not what's popping right now, and that's only going to get worse because now people know for sure that he's not going to fight Wilder. I mean that Wilder's already moved on and going to fight somebody else. So we'll see what that does for Wilder, and we're going to see what it does for AJ too. And I can already tell you that it's not going to do good for AJ, and that people are going to be a lot more interested in Wilder's upcoming matchup, regardless of who AJ may face.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, you gonna say something, boxing conversation, Reggie Owens?
No. I'm gonna listen to y'all cook.
Okay, yeah, it's like one of them things, man. Like I'm gonna say it again, like you can't flip the script better than this, man. You went from being the underdog and all this stuff, everybody talking about you and all this other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with your performance in the ring. They try to hate on you. They try to corner this guy. Now look what we got. We got a fight that nobody can say without a shadow of a doubt, like this guy is going to beat that ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's dropping that off from I and we're about to get that work.
No, and the bad thing too is that AJ could get a matchup like with Fury, which you don't know if AJ is gonna win or lose, and people still won't give a fuck in the U.S. That's a British event.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a British event, but I don't think that the Zone nor ESPN with that big of a fight would want to break bread with each other. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that is ESPN. With all that shit that the Zone's been saying, pay-per-view is dead, and these networks, this and the third, and blah, 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 whoop, they might not want to fuck with them.
Right.
And that's just naming their best option.
Because
who the fuck could Joshua fight though? His options are limited.
Because think about it. We didn't ask for the Zone to come over here. So what the Zone is doing is taking money out of everybody's mouths up over here. The Zone is competition, and the Zone is in a situation to where, yeah, the PBC they could do a couple of and ESPN and these cats they could do a couple of co-main event, but look at the co-main events and who's fighting. What kind of numbers are they doing? Blah blah blah. They're just trying to get them exposed. So now, when you talk about fighters that's already exposed and stuff like that they're doing business with, ESPN might be like, nah, motherfucker, suffer and die. You're trying to take money out of my mouth by competing against me in my own house. You got to go.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I would do.
Hell yeah, and that's I think what they are going to do.
Yeah, I'd be like, you said that AJ can fight on any platform. That's what I'd be like. Lawson said Usyk is healed. Apparently, maybe it can be Usyk. Not right now. Not after this fight. Torn bicep that quick. He'd tear that shit again.
What do you mean, Usyk versus AJ?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he hasn't acclimated himself to the division, and he hasn't built. Huh?
And that's still a crappy fight. Like if Usyk had more than 100,000 viewers on any platform, I'd be amazed. Like Usyk is like here in the U.S. and we like boxing. Do you know what Usyk's voice fucking sounds like, or could you remember what he looks like without having to go to the computer? Usyk doesn't stir the pot, man. He don't speak English. Like fucking, he's not a heavyweight. Like Usyk's a fucking probably a 10th ranked heavyweight at best.
Right.
You know,
And nobody knows about his accomplishments, even at cruiserweight. He's still relatively unknown. It's just nothing they can do, man. Them dudes are totally screwed, man. He should have dared to be great. Was what AJ should have did. He should have took on those tough and difficult challenges early in his career, even if he suffered a defeat. But now he reached this point to where him suffering defeat can be catastrophic to his career, just based on the kind of profile they went about trying to build. Him being some ultimate type great, and if he was to lose in a crushing matter, it's catastrophic for him. I don't think AJ is mentally, he has the mental strength to bounce back from a defeat. It'll be just too embarrassing, and the media's commentary pressures will begin to break this dude. Like, I don't think he's built for the sport being the way that it is, because he's been kind of pacified and babied so much over there.
Mm-hmm. And Joseph Brown said King Wilder not waiting on nobody. They played around, and he told them the number, and now Karma kicking them in the ass. And then he said Joseph Brown lost one. Usyk ain't ready. And boxing conversation, Reggie Owens already hit it. That motherfucker, he ain't had a fight yet. He hurt himself. I mean, probably doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bulk up too quick with the weights and hitting them pads and end up pulling something. Obviously, that's what he did. And now look at him. Now he got to hit that reset button. Try to get that fight back, or a fight back, before he can that's like, think about it. Why would you want to fight a guy with 3 belts that that hits hard, that has a little bit of boxing skills and stuff like that? See, the good foot forward will be you stepping up to the heavyweight division and acclimating yourself before you put boots on ground and get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Just the same thing with Klitschko. If he would have came back, took a fight, and then fought that suck ass motherfucker, he probably would have won. He had him out of there. Then let me read these other 2 comments. Lossman said he should have taken harder fights in his career. Whatever. He's collected 4 belts and 20 fights, man. Who else should be he have fought? Look, let me tell you something. Things only happen that way by way of promotion. By promotion. Yeah, Usyk got lucky in the weak league. But thing in the heavyweight division, that only goes like that by way of promotion. That shit didn't just magically appear and he did all these speeches. They planned that shit out. He even said it. I like to plan out my career. They knew what they was doing. Everybody knew what they was offering people for a shot so he could take their belt. They knew what the deal was, so stop it. Now you want to revert back. Now you want to revert back to Anthony Joshua's accomplishments. How about you figure this one out? You had 2018. Now we have 2019. Eventually we're gonna have 2020. What's gonna be your accomplishments then? What's gonna be your accomplishments between those 3 years? Because at some point your accomplishments are gonna be no. There ain't gonna be none. There ain't gonna be no more accomplishments for that dude. Yeah, he could go over there at Madison Square Garden and pre-sell some tickets that I couldn't even fucking buy to make himself look good. But who's going to watch the real question is, who's going to watch the fight, even though that punk ass sucker is piggybacking off of Canelo? Because all those viewers who subscribe to the Zone, they got a free fight. And that's Andy Ruiz versus that punk ass sucker. But guess what? Most of the people that's going to be watching down the Zone are going to be Mexicans. About 75% of people watching that fight is going to probably be Mexicans.
If they come over.
So no, they're already here. Like, even for that Canelo fight, man, I was talking to Mexicans that didn't even watch boxing, betting on the Mexican to beat the black guy. Literally, that's what they said. I'm telling you, I think majority of the people that's gonna buy into the zone are Mexican. To watch a
I
Mexican.
doubt if they buy into it because the zone doesn't have any they really don't have a stable of Mexican fighters. They don't have a stable that
No,
attracts
they
Mexican
don't need
viewership, man.
none. Mexican they like they like to watch their own people. That's what it
Yeah, but
is. And he's going for belts.
who are they people?
Well, Andy Ruiz is one.
Yeah.
They're gonna watch that fight. I'm not saying all of them gonna watch it, but majority of them numbers from over here is gonna be Mexican.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, you got a point on that one.
And they gonna be people put like this. Even if I'm wrong, it's still majority of people that's gonna be watching that fight on the zone is Mexican.
But they doing such a piss poor job. I wonder even if Mexican fans know about this fight, man. They've done a piss poor job of getting this out, man. If I wasn't following boxing, I have no idea that this fight is taking place. I don't see it broadcast on the Facebooks. I don't see it on the ESPN. Hardly see it on. I don't even see it in ads that run on YouTube. Like they're doing a piss poor job of getting this information out. Like.
Yeah, because I see the zone. I click on why am I looking at this? Not interested. That's what I'll be doing. Then
Yeah, the ads that they're pushing right now for the zone the most has to do with change up, which is like a baseball thing they got going on now, and that's at baseball games. Like they're running billboards at the actual park, but nobody's fucking with that change up shit, man. Because you got to get an app to watch a highlight show for baseball when you could just watch fucking MLB TV and fucking go directly to the source. But besides that, they ain't doing no ads to fucking the biggest. Damn, this shorty's bad, bro. Hold on.
Let me read some of these. PK Boxing MMA said AJ is smoking mirrors. Looks good on the surface, but he'll get starched by Wilder. I think so too. Main Event Mark said, "Good talk tonight, bros. Got to hit the sack." All right, man. And thanks for stopping by, Main Event Mark. Joseph Brown said, right on. It is fault loss one. It is fault loss one. He and that dude over there played around in 2017 and 2018 when things were in their favor. Now they got to prove there's the global they're the global icon you believe he is, because all the roads must go through Wilder. You're damn motherfucking right. And that's just the way it is. You want to be undisputed. You want to be this global icon. You want to be the first $1 billion boxer. You want to do all these good things in boxing. You want to get all these accolades and accomplishments so you can go around and dictate and make people bend at the knee to come and fight you. Well, then, you know what? You're going to have to pay the man. And sometimes to be the man that you want to be, you got to beat the man, and that's Deontay Wilder.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. I don't understand. It's like, just, people want to throw out numbers. They want to the first thing they want to throw about, oh, how did he sell out? Oh, he only did 365 pay-per-view buys, but that was like 25 million right there. Didn't even know it. Didn't bring that up. Then they want to say, oh, Madison Square Garden. Then they want to say, oh, look at this guy, 17, 20 fights. Who else could do it like that? Well, it's a weak league. It's like basketball right now. Who really plays center anymore? Who really want to get on defense anymore? Because they don't let them play no more. It ain't as physical back when I was actually watching basketball anymore. It ain't physical like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? You got this big ass dude coming down the court, and you don't want to contest his shot because you're scared to get a foul and then get put out of the game. Back in the days, they let him play a little bit every now and again, depending on how big of a name the basketball player was. You know what I'm saying? They might be inclined to call a foul, even when there wasn't a foul. You remember that shit, boxing conversation, Reggie Owens? You remember that shit?
Oh, hell yeah. That's why I don't watch basketball no more, man.
Motherfuckers double dribbling. Motherfuckers taking 4 or 5 steps and shit and getting away with it. Clear. Fast breaks taking 4 or 5 steps. Euro stepping around the court.
Right. I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't watch NBA basketball and I don't watch the NFL. I don't watch none of it.
And this is just my thing, man. It's like when it comes with all sports, you know, um, from the college and professional, like over here, especially with college football and basketball, people are sick and tired of getting fucked over with the rankings system with college, especially with football. People are getting tired of that shit. And now when you look at football, people get tired of people picking the wrong players. You ain't got an offensive line, but you're going to get a quarterback. You ain't got an offensive line, but you're going to get a running back.
Right.
You're going to get a wide receiver, but you ain't got no fucking defense. So
yeah, and with the zone, like as far as like the zone too, it's like if somebody were telling you to pay for XFL, like a different football league, just because they have a few good quarterbacks in the NFL in that league, like it's a bunch of bum ass fights, and you're paying for something that normally on Showtime you don't pay for, like, and it's kind of fucking you over too because they Showtime may start charging you for like fucking the fights that are normally free because this app is bringing pressure their way or fucking actually getting people to pay them for fucking shit fights.
crazy. It's crazy. And it lost one, man. Let me look. Iron Will came over here and gave you and put in a link for you to go click on so you can go have a little chat. So you got time to type all day. You got time to come over here and jaw at the mouth. How about you going over there, get on live so you can actually talk, so you can articulate yourself better. So you don't have to type on the keyboard. So you don't have to worry about the delay between my voice getting to YouTube and then you typing. Going over there to King Louis and going over there and have a civil discussion. Yeah, you might get caught a couple punks and a couple bitches and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you get to get on a live somewhere you ain't never been before. Obviously, we might know who you is when you start Lost D, the motherfucking Pippin. I didn't think you was up. What's going on, big fella?
LOZZ.
Over there pimping. Joseph Brown said, how that takeover working for that motherfucker? And they got a fight on Saturday. All they talking about is Wilder and Fury. Wilder. Why is it gotta always be Wilder? Suck ass punk. Got a fight coming up. All he doing is talking about is Wilder. Yeah, white hoe. As to Wilder, A side. Yeah, like even Dillian White, that dude right there. He barking up the wrong tree. You put in all that work for your massa and can't even get a rematch with that punk booty ass motherfucker. You can't even get a rematch.
Right, man.
And you ain't even talking about it. AJ bringing your name up. I don't hear you bringing up yours. I don't hear you bringing up his. Oh, it's because you think you can beat Wilder, but you can't beat him? Hello? Is that what it is? You want a shot at the WBC title because you think that you did everything for the WBC? No, you did everything that needed to be done to a T for your massa. Now get your field nigga looking ass back in that field and get in line and get in that cut. Boy, get your ass in that cut. Shoot, they don't need a mule with your Shrek looking ass. You'll pull that hole all the way across the goddamn field for acres, for miles. Them long ass with them long big ass arms for no reason. You got them long big ass arms calling you the body snatcher. Motherfuckers posting your knockout against Lucas Brown and these other clowns talking about you got a great left hook. A great left hook against who? What's the purpose of having a great left hook when you ain't winning the fights that you're supposed to win? Because you sorry. That's why. You sorry. Yeah, you knocked down Joseph Parker, but it still went to a decision because you sorry. And don't say Joseph Parker was running because he wasn't. You were just too scared to get this dude out and get caught. You know that dude had hands. You know you was scared. Joseph Brown, you're right. Clout chasing, it's a UK thing. It's not a UK thing. It's a lost one thing. Not lost in one, a lost one. Like the motherfucker lost one today. Again. Lost D the Pimpin said it's 4 a.m. in the morning over here. Just woke up and listening to for a few minutes, Mike. All right. Oh, you must be getting up, about to hit that slave shit. You about to go out there and hit that field with Dillian White, huh? Get in that cut, boy. What'd I tell you? I just want some water, master. No water. Get your ass in that cut. We got work to do.
That's what I'm mad for, bro. You can't compare the immortal Los Dawkins the Pimpins to a fucking bum ass dude like Dillian White.
Nah, I just be messing with him. Lost D be like, master, I got it. Boss, can I take a piss, boss? You better piss on the spot. You better piss on the spot and get to work, boy. I'm joking.
Lost D's a supervisor.
Yeah. He the head. He's snitching on everybody.
He's light skinned too, bro. He be ratting people out, bro. On the job site.
I know Law's gonna cuss me out later. Shoot.
Nah, that's my man, bro. Shout out to Los Dawkins the Pimpin, man. Fucking please subscribe to my man too, bro. Yeah, bro. But fucking Dillian White's bum ass too, man. Now he's gonna wait till fucking God knows when, bro. Like fucking I bet you if they put that shit to fucking Dillian White as far as like making a fight with Wilder, he'd probably front out, bro, at the end of the day.
Man, look. I think Dillian White won't have no choice but to take the Wilder fight, man. He'll have no choice. And the reason why he'll have no choice is because he ain't got nowhere either. He ain't got nowhere. Who White gonna he look who he fighting? Oscar Rivas. You know what I'm saying? Half these guys that say they like boxing and they boxing experts on their own little thing. Didn't even hear about Oscar Rivas until this year or last year. Right. So they can't even go around and say, oh, and now they want to say this is a good fight, blah, 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 whoop, because they mans is fighting. Come on, man. He wasn't all that. You wasn't talking about him 3 years ago. And who he fight? To say he's supposed to be this grand dude. Supposed to be all that, the big bag of chips with the dip. You know what I'm saying?
That is gonna be a good fight though, because they're both like fucking at the same threshold. Like it's even competition. Like neither one of them are like, well, they're both just top 10 dudes.
Look, Joseph Brown, if Rivas beats White, man, that's gonna be bad for that dude. That's gonna be another nail in the coffin. Because remember, when Amir Khan didn't help old boy out with that what was it, April 1st or whatever, the April 13th fight, and he wanted to come up over here and fight, how that fucked up his plans. And then right up after that, Dillian White came up over here shopping around. Yeah, he was spooked. He was like, fuck, this dude messed it up. Now this guy about to jump ship. Wow. And then, like boxing conversation with Reggie Owens said, there's no telling Dillian White can go wherever the fuck he want to. Hell, he can go to Frank Warren. Hell, he had the point of selling out O2, he could do his own thing. Only reason why he fucking with him is because he got the setup. All they got to do is sign the contract, get his cut, and don't have to do nothing else. You see what I'm saying? Like, he probably getting a better deal than what that punk ass sucker is getting, because he's on a fight by fight basis. And he probably chooses to take a percentage than a flat rate offer. Like, who the fuck takes flat rate offers for pay-per-view? For pay-per-view.
Right. A slave.
Like, who does that? And then if you want to say this dude is out here getting $32 million to fight Andy Ruiz, which I think is non-existent. There's nothing to corroborate that story as far as what I can see. But all that money is up front. That has nothing to do with what the fight generates. It has nothing to do with what that fight is going to generate. To give that guy 32, to give Andy Ruiz what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 million? And then the undercards? And then the insurance, and then all the sanctioning fees and all that stuff that's going around? Or are you making each fighter pay their own shit? I don't get it.
What the fuck is that undercard?
Yeah, Rod Sportsman Elite, Anthony Joshua isn't getting no 32 million. Oh, who's on the undercard? Nobody you fucking know. But Katie Taylor.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Nobody you fucking know. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about something? You got all these ass clowns out here clout chasing Deontay Wilder, but they forget that this whole fight card might not be all that. Yeah, there might be some slugfests. That'd be great. But the main thing about it, if you want to make it in America, you got to get the casuals. You got to get the casuals in line. Because when these casuals get in line, that's when you start to see the money. Because them the people that don't know too much about boxing. And that's a fact. They don't know too much about boxing. This is some of it. Some of it is gonna be on this card. This is some of it right here. Look at this shit. This is some of it. What do you say? Let's see. This is some of it right here. Butasa and this guy right here, Pepper Brown and Smith and Newdam and Taylor and I can't even see the rest of her name. That's what they advertising right now. And this is probably the 4 fights. This is probably the only four fights that they show. The other ones might end up on YouTube, which I don't know why. Maybe they want to. Maybe they can't afford to stream it.
Those are Patreon fights.
Yeah, Patreon fights. Go sign up to the These Nuts Patreon. Yeah, as an added bonus for VIP. And if we're going to read some of the comments out there on the Patreon. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see. This guy said decent card and not pay for it if it was on a decent time, but there's no way I'm staying up all night to watch AJ versus Reeves as the main event. Edward Hearn needs to put on a decent UK show soon instead of zoning everything. He mad. This guy said, I paid to fly hotels and a lot, and I'm happy. Ruiz is a good enough standing there. What can they do when some of these one fails 3 drug tests? Man, stop making excuses for this dude.
Nah, and Top Rank just put together a card this past weekend that every one of the fights that I watched, it was like 7 fights, including the undercards, were ended in a knockout and in dramatic fashion. Like, nobody watched that shit. Nobody gave a shit. Like, fucking, we don't just buy fights just to see somebody get their shit rung. Like, you want to see good people fight each other. You know, you want the unexpected. And, like, fucking, like, those fights, that the zone is rocking, they're bashes. Fucking, you know, you're not gonna entice the American market with just fucking putting 2 fucking worker class Joes like to fucking go at each other. Yeah, I'm gonna hit mute for a while. I gotta get dressed.
Yeah, man. Anybody trying to see that shit, you better put that Put that mic on.
Oh no,
hold.
I'm putting the video on, but I'm pressing
Nah,
mute.
we ain't trying to see that shit. Trying to see that shit.
But no, he was right, man. And I think with the zone, with they went for that, thinking they can come with that low price and just present us with quantity versus quality, and they finding out they got to abandon that and give the fans what they want. We want quality type events, and they don't have any way of presenting us with that.
Nope. I think you're right. It's. Oh, and Lost D said, and Callum Smith. Kel Brook is on. Rob Sportsman Lee said, I can't get two crackheads to put on Slugfest, cost $20 and some Thunderbird. Yeah, yeah. It'd be a good fight too.
For real.
I'd take a swig of that Thunderbird before I give it to him too. Lost D the Pimpin said, Joseph Brown, salute, bro. I seen your vids at the Wilder fight, bro. Joseph Brown said he can't. He obligated to produce fights on the zone. His UK fans getting relentless. Oh, they getting mad. And that's why they made that article out there talking about some UK article. What was it? The Sun made an article talking about the bum of the month.
Woo!
They getting mad. They getting mad. They getting tired of this shit. Like, and this is what the LDBC has been saying from the get-go. Like, you as a fan have the power. And these promoters, some of these promoters out here think that they have all the juice in the world to dictate what is good for you. It's your fault. You can't say it's not your fault when you're sitting out over there agreeing. Here it is right here. Agreeing to watch these fights. You're agreeing to watch these fights because you're paying for it. You're flying over here to watch it. You're paying for it. Look at it. Pay-per-boo. Boxing fans should boycott Joshua and Fury Force after being charged £19.95 to watch them fight. Bum of the month. I didn't write this article. This is from the UK.
The Sun? Damn.
I didn't write this shit. The bum of the fucking month. This is the shit that we've been talking about. Like with Tank Davis. Eventually people are going to get tired of the competition he fighting. And they're going to be like, what about the fights that we want? And the list goes on and on with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? After Deontay Wilder hopefully beats up on Louis King Kong Ortiz. I don't want to see no Adam Konecki. I think that's a first rounder. Who is he going to fight? Dillian White? Who's he going to fight? That dude with the muscles with the scratches all on his goddamn face? Who is he going to fight? It ain't going to be me. I ain't getting knocked out. He ain't going to pay me that much. And then if I do get knocked out and I get paid, I might be a cripple. I might be walking around slobbering all day. Nah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't make this up. And then when you go into the article and you start reading this stuff, I didn't write this shit. It says, it would be wonderful if British and American fight fans refuse to buy Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury's next pay-per-view fights. That's what it says. Such as an unprecedented box boycott will be a financial disaster for the promoters and their TV masters, costing them millions. I'm afraid that would be the only meaningful action likely to focus their minds. Being hit and hard in the pockets will make them realize that the paying customers are sick to death with the heavyweight bum of the month mismatches. When Deontay Wilder pulverized this month, dominant Brazil in just 137 seconds last weekend, it didn't exactly send shockwaves through the ranks of the other fraternity. I cannot imagine many will be tingling with the excitement at the Prospect of Joshua defending his world championship belts against Andy Ruiz, boxing Billy Bunter at Madison Square Garden tomorrow week. Nor will the fear factor likely be evidenced when Fury tackles German journeyman Tom Schwartz in Las Vegas on June 15th. For the record, those two clashes are considered such foregone conclusions that AJ is 25-1 on beat Ruiz. Whatever. While Fury is a laughable 50-1 on to take care of Schwartz. It's stupid. Sky and BT are charging £19.95 to watch Joshua and Fury risk-free action, and that can hardly be described as value for money. In my opinion, people are being asked designer label prices for jumbo sale goods. And it goes on and on. It goes on and on with some other shit in there.
That's a heavy article right there. Man, that's heavy.
But they trying to tell you the power is in your hands. If you don't want it, get your ass off of YouTube. Get your ass off of social media. Just watch the fights. We ain't trying to hear all that shit because you're condoning this shit. Use a hoe. Literally. And these promoters are your pimps. They're telling you to put your Google account, your Apple account, whatever account you use to pay for these fights, put those digits to the concrete and buy this shit right now. It's good for you. It's good for boxing. Come on, man. Joseph Brown said, in America, you have built partnerships to make it. They need to thank Al Heyman. He saved the AJ fight at Madison Square Garden. He probably, I got to look into that. Because I don't think it was a coincidence that they got Madison Square Garden. I got to look into that. I don't think it's a coincidence. Especially the way they went about it with the ticket sales. And that added another accolade to their MO of doing business. You know, saying, hey, this guy has done all this in X amount of fights. Now he sold out Madison Square Garden, which he didn't. You can go to Madison Square Garden right now to buy some tickets. Laws D. the Pimpin said the Sun is a ruthless newspaper. Tell it how it is, bro. Yeah. But the thing about it is that they actually is fed up because they are hearing what the streets is saying. They're hearing what boxing fans are saying over there. They won't be coming out of this as people didn't want to hear it. They came out with it because people want to hear it. When you go on these websites and stuff like that, and you start hearing about how the fans are bitching and moaning about having to pay ungodly prices for tickets that wasn't readily available for them to buy, even if they fucking wanted to. It happened all the time over there. Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Who was that one guy? That Laws D. Who was that one guy that used to fight for Matchroom that got online was calling them out?
Oh, Dave O'Harry, I think it was.
Nah, not
O'Hare.
that one. Not that one. Oh yeah, he went in. Oh, his YouTube page is pretty good. He got a YouTube page, and he actually told the whole script on one of them about how much you get paid and stuff like that, and then the deductions and all that stuff. But that was after we covered the deductions.
Yeah, that's probably what they doing with Anthony Joshua. When he finally sits down and look over his finances, if he's able to figure out, he's gonna see they've been sticking it to him, man.
Yeah, I got it right here. I got y'all right here. This is one I covered a while back. I don't think this is the right one, but I think this is it. Right here. The Irish Post, right? Boxing fans vent fury at promoter Edwin Hearn as Frampton versus Quid sell out, right? Boxing fans who missed out on the general sale of tickets to Carl Frampton's world title unification fight with Scott Quigg have accused promoter Edward Hearn of immoral greed. The bout is being jointly promoted by Hearn's Matchroom Boxing and Cyclone Promotions, the company of a former WBA featherweight champion, Barry McGinn, who manages Belfast native Frampton, right? However, Hearn appears to be dictating the business side of the agreed fight and endured a barrage of abuse from fans on Twitter after announcing that the tickets had sold out in under 10 minutes on Friday morning. Thousands of tickets for one of the biggest events in 2016 can already be bought on third-party ticket retailing sites such as StubHub and Viagogo from between 136 euros and 1,652 euros. Ticket retailed at 40, 60, 80, 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, and 500 pounds, plus booking fees through the ManchesterArena.com and via Ticketmaster.ie. Yet many fans were left unable to obtain any tickets. Get the fuck out of here.
Cold-blooded characters over there, man.
And look, Edward Hearn is right here sitting, waiting on official time, but sold out in under 10 minutes. This dude at Edward Hearn, you say you sold out, but it's not really because you just sell 50% to the online touts to sell for the huge profits, selling out the fans. How the fuck can you sell out something in 10 minutes?
Impossible. I don't think the systems can handle that. I don't get it.
It's crazy. I didn't make this article up. And guess when this article was? 2015 in November.
I think a system would crash if you know that much volume was being done on whatever site you're buying a ticket on. Like, it's almost impossible in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, not even with that. If you think about single transactions between from individuals and stuff like that, it can't be done.
Right.
Can't be done in 10 minutes. You mean to tell me all those poor people got on at once, buying tickets, sifting through, oh, that one's gone. You click on that one, oh, that one's gone. Oh, that one's gone. You trying to figure out where can you get a ticket at.
Right. And at some point you're gonna be priced out on shit. But yeah, that's that little, what they call it, ticket scalping or some shit.
Yeah, that's basically what they was doing. Let me find it. I think there's another one. Looking for another one. I think there's another one. And then look, in Matchroom Boxing, this one says Matchroom Boxing and Anthony Joshua renew StubHub partnership. So that should tell you right there. And that was in 2015. That article was written in 2015, September. In September. So I don't want to hear no more about these ticket sales and whatnot. This ain't the only one. I found like 3-4 other ones. I just can't find them today. It ain't the last time. You do got a clear track record, MO of scalping tickets. Scalping tickets. Trying to find the other ones real quick, man.
But I hear that the laws got flipped on them or something like that. I was hearing from I forget.
Oh yeah, they did.
That.
Oh, they did.
And then now all of a sudden it's convenient that they want to move away from that market and jump ship over here.
Yeah, they had to, because the thing about it was an unfair practice to the fans. So they're not being fair to to the common people like they manipulating the market. You know what I'm saying? They manipulate the market, damn near creating a monopoly. So they could basically scalp all these tickets and then squeeze their fans. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like how Fanon put it on his channel today when he was talking about, look, you don't want it. I agree with him. And I agree with him because I feel that when you do sell out, it's more of an accolade, not that you're making money for your fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't sell out, that means that your tickets were at a good price. You just got to be like, okay, we still make money because of there's only X amount of seats left, but we had them so high that people still want to come. I understand. I understand that. Instead of doing 20, like if you look at the ticket sales that was on that thing, it said 40, 60, 80, 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, and 500. We didn't really, if you go back and look, I didn't see no $40 tickets. I didn't see no $60 tickets. I didn't see no $80 tickets. All I saw was 100 and above. So when you think about that, that's more money. You know what I'm saying? 40 going 100 2 times. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you just made the double the profit. Now you got a whole section filled up. That'll pay for that other section. You're still making your money. And these cats don't understand that. They just understand paying more means better fight. If you got to pay more, that means it's a better fight. Let's see what we got in here. Joseph Brown said, we won't buy here in the States. No way. UK fans need convincing, not us. Yep. Joseph Brown said the Ruiz fight, Al Heyman late replacement is Al Heyman fighter. That's what I mean. Yeah, he did save the day. You know what I'm saying? Laws D. the Pimpin said it's going to come to the end for Fury and AJ if they don't step up after their next fights. People are starting to have enough. Yeah. Laws D also said, Mike, there is a famous boxing writer who has been writing for the Sun newspaper for about 40 years called Colin Hart. He noted what was going on, bro. Yeah, because everybody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't gonna write an article for your paper that people ain't gonna watch or read. You want people to go there and read it. And I think he did exactly what people wanted to hear. Too bad they ain't got a comment section on there.
Yeah, they hear the chatter that's going on. They hear all the chatter, man. And it's echoing. It's a global echo.
Yeah. What else we got here? Joseph Brown said, if Joshua ever sits with Al Heyman, he sees how he's being raped by slavery. That ain't going to happen. Laws D, yeah. O'Hara Davis, what about him, Laws? Oh, yeah. O'Hara Davis, man, like I went over, I saw him pop up, and I went over to his channel, and, you kind of get the gist that, he accepted that he signed everything. It kind of seemed like, but he knew he got messed up out of his money. You know what I'm saying? You a famous boxer in the UK, and it like he living in an apartment. With a modest couch, with modest accommodations. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and so when he started talking about people don't understand, is like, after you get paid $20,000 for this fight, then you got all these deductions from your trainers, from your you got to travel, taxes. Sometimes they make you pay for your actual the actual gym you use. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they make you pay for that. It's like after all that, man, you're gonna get like 5,000 pounds. And it's like then you're thinking about food, medical bills, and all that stuff, because that's included in that $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then you're a fighter, so that's even more. And it's like you gotta think about it, man. It's like, how you gonna eat? You gotta get a second job. Then you working a job. It's like, hey man, I saw you on TV, man. What you doing over here, man? Working, motherfucker. Working. Just like you. You know what I'm saying? How you go from fighting on the big lights, got about 20, 30, 40,000, 60,000, 90,000 people watching you. And then you got to have 100 people watching you while you bag up their groceries.
Right.
Signing autographs in the parking lot while you collecting grocery cards.
Yeah, he was real expendable. Everybody over there is expendable to these cats, man. These cats is only there to make money for Eddie and his family, and for whoever they pass that, the rights to that company over to. And it's unfortunate, man. These fighters, because fighter boxing is a poor man's game, and a lot of these guys are brought up from poverty-stricken backgrounds. They probably, you know, decades of family members living in poverty, and they get their first big check, and they think they've made it. They instill all this trust in these colonizing type dudes, and the second they suffer a defeat is when they're gonna be kicked off to the curb, man. And same thing he's doing with what's the other Kell Brooks is receiving the same type of treatment from them cats, man.
Yeah, Kelly, 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 Kelly. Look at this. I'll show you another one. Golovkin Brook tickets sell out in 11 minutes. And this was in 2016. So this dude clearly has a track record.
Right.
How the fuck you sell out in 11 minutes? And this is on their website. This is on their website. They telling you. They advertising what they doing.
Right.
Man, oh man. There's more out there, man. I should have saved these hoes. I should have saved them. That way I could have went back.
But all the foulness is coming out, man. It's all being brought to light, and even folks like Lost One will wake up from that shit. They're gonna wake up from it and really discover. They're gonna discover this the same time when AJ find out these fools been conning the hell out of him throughout his whole career. But
yeah, by the time they figure that out, they would have gave up their rent money for the month. They would have gave their rent money. What about scratching their head, talking about some damn man? I gotta sleep on the fucking street.
Right, man. And a lot of these fighters, man, great fighters, man. The history of their lifestyles are just tragic, man. Like even going to some of these boxing expos and seeing, Hall of Fame type fighters, and they're sitting having to do autograph signings in order to make ends meet. It's like even with Tommy Hearns, I think he was kind of in that situation when I seen him. Like the situation's bad, man. It's not even from, them having bad spending habits. It's just them being under, financial or management types that working them out of their money, man.
Yeah, man. Shit. That motherfucker Stone Cold Pimp said, fuck what you own. Fuck what you own.
Yeah, boxing's like the record labels, man. That's what it's just straight up like the record labels. It's hard for these fools to own their own masters, which is their careers and shit.
This one don't say nothing. You got any last words before I jump off, man? Because I gotta get something to eat, man.
Oh no, man. It was cool, man, doing this thing, man. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, anytime.
It's always great talking this boxing with you, man.
Yeah, anytime, my brother. Anytime. Too bad
Yes,
Laws
indeed.
couldn't get on. You know.
Oh, I thought Laws shook to start his thing.
Nah, I think King Louis I think he started his. Yeah, King Louis live right now. So I put it in there. So all you gotta do is click on that. And then that's King Louis. He live right now. I'm about to listen to him while I chomp on some of this barbecue I cooked last night.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I seen you on that grill, man. Enjoy it though, man.
Yeah. You know I am, big dog.
Right on, bro.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro.
Yes, indeed.
All right, now.
All right.